If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, independent, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side Florida. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch on YouTube with view for free. Ay, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy.
What's up?
That's a good sports weekend, dude.
That was excellent sports weekend. And you know what I like? That 3:30 game.
Yep.
Right in my wheelhouse.
Oh, it was great.
Woo!
That was fantastic.
That was something else. And then those Panthers, boy.
Man,
Wow.
they are the most
Wait.
exciting thing on ice.
It's amazing, man.
Cardiac cats never know, but it just never ever feel like they're in danger ever. I know a lot of people were like, yes, I don't know, I felt nervous. There was a lot at stake. You don't want to, you want to put a death grip on the series. Listen, it's hockey. Hockey's like weird. You never want to let anything slip.
Hockey is the only of all the sports. Hockey has some of the craziest things. I'm talking about 3-1 comebacks, 3-0 going to game 7, eights beaten ones, lower seed, it's mayhem in hockey.
Yep.
And so like it's up 3-0. I'm still not convinced. How can you be convinced when you just watch your team win 3 straight?
Right.
So although I'm excited and I'm happy, there's always that thing in my back of my head going, the Panthers just did this.
I know, but 6 straight playoff wins now for the Cats.
6 straight playoff wins.
Amazing.
That's what they had to do to get into the playoffs.
Sam Reinhart, game winner in OT. Sergei Bobrovsky continues doing his damn thing.
We still falling for the reach around?
I know, right?
Right. I'm like, where are you going?
I know they were like on the post game. They're like, his blade extra curved. I'm like, all right, well.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Hockey. That's hockey stuff.
I guess. I'm just like, all I saw was him go behind the net and the goalie go the other way. I'm like, what?
You mess with the rhino, you get the horns.
Oh my goodness.
What? That's a point, dude.
It's not a point.
No, that's a point, dude. Come on.
You can't give yourself a point.
What do you mean?
Others have to reward you with a point.
That's ridiculous.
It's basically like Odyssey bucks.
Right?
You can't get
I see what my balance is.
You can't give yourself.
You gotta give me some more of those Odyssey points.
You can't give yourself Odyssey bucks. Just like you can't give yourself a +1.
They
check your email. Maybe I sent you one.
I gotta say, man, this Toronto fan base. They come in with such an arrogance.
Did you hear when they went up? When they scored, it was a little chirpy.
Little chirpy.
Dude, they got excited in that arena.
Oh, my goodness.
Look, in a lot of ways, they are like Canadian Knicks fans because they were sitting here. I'm sorry they are. But they sat here and they were chanting, "We want Florida." And you got them. And so as the Panthers
leaves in true Florida fashion,
they hit them with a "We want Florida." Nobody wants Florida. They're a juggernaut right now.
They are. Is Florida playing the best hockey in the postseason right now?
Listen, I got to be honest with you. I haven't watched another second of anybody else because I only care about my Cats.
Yeah, they are.
I would say
after Carolina got their ass beat by the Devils yesterday.
You know what? I watched some Vegas
in Edmonton.
Oh yeah.
See yesterday. You see what happened yesterday? See you bang the drum. UD.
Yeah.
Brought everybody in, got them going. Shh, Toronto fans. We want Florida. Good. Wish granted. Enjoy your last game.
what?
Cleaning service coming at you on Wednesday.
You know what I always say? I would they used to always ask me, and it was with Pittsburgh a lot because, we lost them 3 times in 1 year, which is just ridiculous. Never happened. And as soon as somebody said that, it happened. But they would say, hey, so-and-so saying this and so-and-so saying, I'm like, I don't need to respond to that. I'll be there on Sunday. Right? Who cares? Everybody talking all this trash. I got to tell you, man, if you're not excited about watching these Panthers play,
it's so good.
There's 2 things that have happened. One happened a little bit earlier than the other. When you saw where the Heat were and the Panthers were, when they were in about the same spot. The only difference is the Heat had to play in.
Mm-hmm.
But they were in the same kind of
it was a very frustrating season.
Then
regular season.
The Panthers had to win 5 or 6 straight just to get in the playoffs.
Yep.
So they just all of a sudden on fire. The Heat lost the first playing game.
Yep.
Was down 13.
Got crushed on the boards by the Hawks.
Right. They were down 13 going into the fourth quarter of the second playing game.
I remember.
And they haven't looked back yet.
Nope.
So,
but the thing that's crazy about the Panthers is, even with the Heat came out of the gate once the playoffs started with a haymaker.
Right.
And they they cut Drago right away. And it's just oh my God, they beat the Bucks.
Yeah. Right.
All right. We're up 3-1, bro.
Right.
The Bruins were I thought this was over, dude. I thought they were putting dirt on
what?
us.
Did you?
You 3-1?
You of all people?
Dude.
Wait. Wasn't I the one saying, hey, in hockey?
I don't know if you did say that or not.
Goalie, baby. I've been saying that too, Leroy.
Yeah,
goalie.
But you also didn't want that goalie.
No, I merely said, wait, if you change goalies, you're making it sound like the reason why they lost was because of Lion.
Well, I love the fact, they were, the fact that he's, Bob is doing a couple of things that are just fantastic. First of all, you can't beat him low right now. The guy's been,
you can't.
He's been amazing. But I love the fact that and Goldie was mentioning this a little bit on the way in, but he was, one of the big things with Bob, he can always let up those big rebounds, and he's not even messing around with that stuff right now. They're either clearing it out or he's just clearing it, and let's just live to fight another day. And I just think he's just playing so controlled right now. And I know when everybody hears him after these games, he sounds like a robot. And in a lot of ways, that's what he is, because it's just nothing phases him. He's not even enjoying the fact that they just won in overtime. It's just next game.
Yeah.
Next play.
Hey, man. Not for nothing. Side note.
Yep.
You watch soccer periodically.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, periodically. We've been watching soccer for 10 minutes.
Yep.
They've already scored 2 goals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's real skill. That's
well, what game is this?
EFL.
Is that like minor league English soccer?
It's something.
Is it good?
Premier.
What channel is this? ESPN 2?
Oh no, it's 1 goal. That was a replay.
ESPN 2.
ESPN 2.
But it was quick.
It was quick, right? Dude, I hate this about sports. It's hockey and soccer. I grew up with one mindset. Never throw the ball towards your goal line. Right?
Okay.
Anytime you do it in football, it's dangerous because they can score. You can have an accident. Never throw laterals. Never do a lot of these things that can help the other team. Hockey, they go backwards. In soccer, they go backwards all the time. It drives me crazy.
Look, the only thing going backwards right now is the Maple Leafs.
They're going back home.
All their idiot fans who are sitting out there. I love them all standing out there just looking at the screen all sad. Ooh.
Did you see that they went to they went to Toronto and they were. You see how quiet they were?
Just stunned. Just a stunned silence.
I bet you they lost. So there's not going to be a Drake sighting.
Oh no. He'll be wearing a Cat's jersey next week.
In the arena, there was some Maple Leaf fans that were talking hella trash.
I'm sure they were.
And Panthers fans just shut them up immediately. That was a good home crowd last night.
It was it sounds like it was on fire last night, and goodness. It was it's really, really cool to see the Panthers.
The Cats, they threw the Rats.
dude, that was a lot of rats.
A lot of rats.
lot
I
of
mean,
rats,
Bobrovsky was skating to a rat rain.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Looking like a 96, dude.
So you off of Barkey now?
No, Barkey's been great. I'm glad they responded. Little TTL, baby. Never hurt anybody.
It's always TTL.
Little Tobes tough love.
Not the fact that he's a pro.
I also didn't know he was sick.
No, it don't matter to you.
No, I didn't know.
It doesn't matter. Maybe you should, like, next time you decide to go all in on somebody, maybe check and see there's not an underlying reason.
Well,
as
I think
to
the
why.
thing that makes me a great journalist is that I'll always go back and make the apology just as loud as the rant. So
No,
The Paul Maurice apology.
yeah, exactly. Paul Maurice got a song. Like, look, if I'm wrong, but I didn't have all the facts. I didn't know he was sick. But now, the thing is, he's gotten us all sick.
Cat fever.
Cat fever. Cat fever!
Point for
I love how you brought it all back.
Brought it all back.
Get some headlines here brought to you by New Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. My travel truck.
We have one headline because we will get into, of course, the heat. Don't you worry, your little hearts. All right. Congratulations to Marcos. Baby tadpole has arrived.
Baby tadpole.
Congratulations, Marcos. Adorbs.
Yep.
Adorbs. Takes after his mother, clearly.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
But
I'm going to tell you like this. There ain't no chance that he played any role. He played a very little role in this baby's looks.
So, and then Marcos, we're happy for you. Another addition to the Silly Sauce family.
Yep.
And I know that you would want nothing more than to hear from Schmeeth and Schmolnick, who says, go to hell, baby.
Hey, how about this? We got another May baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Leroy's birthday coming up next week.
Yep.
Next Monday.
Yep. Me and Sophie.
Yep.
And you know who else?
I'm not ready to have an 11-year-old.
You know who else?
Who?
Jerron. Remember Jerron?
Jerron at the
Casimir.
15 too?
They used to work here. Yeah, on the 15.
I see Jerron at the Heat games.
Yep. With no dreads.
Shook me for a little bit. I gotta be
Yeah.
honest with you. I walked past him
Yeah.
one time. I was like, what? Hey,
What?
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 We'll take a quick break. Miami Heat. They go up 2-1 on the New York Knicks. We get into that next.
from 3. 8 of 40 splashing down. Heat Nation, game 3 belongs to the Heat. 105-86 the final.
Oh, Jason Jackson with the call there. WQAM this weekend. Your Miami Heat. They take game 3, of the Eastern Conference semifinals to go up 2-1 on the New York Knicks. Not a game that was really ever in doubt. Very strange game. Ugly, but still one of those games that, again, was just like the Heat just blitzed New York right out of the gate. New York was turning over the ball like crazy, couldn't nail a shot. And just Miami just hit them over the head, Leroy, and they really just never had any response. Their stars were all awful, especially Julius Randle. My God, he was bad.
Well, Knicks fans, you wanted it. You couldn't wait for it. You got your star back. He ain't no Jimmy Butler.
He's not Jimmy Butler.
Like, and that's what you bring to the table, then, yeah. Now, he can play, look, he can play better, right? But the other guys that were playing well in New York, I don't know.
I think the thing that's
I don't know.
This is what
quickly he hasn't been playing like
he's also hurt now.
He's hurt now.
Probably not gonna play tonight.
But he was the other piece that people were talking about that could change, create some speed and get up and down the court.
There's two things that for me stood out in this game. Okay, it was because Miami, I think, can play a lot better too. I didn't think that they played this fantastic, flawless game, but they have a gear right now that I just don't think New York's been a terrible offense all playoffs. They can't shoot a lick, and in this game, their stars were so inefficient, so piss poor, and Miami didn't really get one of those standout role games from anybody, but they had great performances by their top two guys. Jimmy was really, really good. And especially anytime New York felt a little bit froggy, it felt like he went right at Josh Hart, hit a jumper right over his face. And then I believe it ran, because he's doing this thing now where they've tried now in 2 series in a row where somebody's tried to be the Jimmy stopper. It was Drew Holiday last time. Now it's trying to be Josh Hart. And Jimmy's starting to get to that frogginess where he's going to start tormenting Josh Hart, because he started doing it a little bit where he hits a jumper right over his face. He does the finger wag. And then as he's running down the court, goes, "Not him, not him." And like, this is exactly what happened with Drew Holiday. Like, he's just like, you're going to keep trying to throw him, and Josh Hart's going to compete, but Jimmy's just going to get into that comfort zone. And I think it's going to just mentally wear on this New York Knicks team, who, look, great season by you guys. Fantastic. Props. You guys should be happy and thrilled. You won a playoff series, but you're not going to sit here and all this talk coming into this series that people were going to, this is an even series. This is that. He just took out the Bucks. And I'm sorry.
Hey.
Like, you're not going to sit here and convince me that I just saw what the Heat did to the title favorite and New York's going to have something for him, because all the talk was Mitchell Robinson. He's going to be a problem. Dude can't stay on the floor. Dude cannot stay on the floor with Bam Adebayo. And that was the other thing with Bam. That whole Hartenstein, however the hell you say it. No.
Well, the other thing is that here's what you have to understand. If you're relying too much on your role players, the reason why they're role players is because they can't do it every game, right? They're not consistent enough to be starters, but they do have talent. And there's a lot of guys that I think the Knicks depend on that are kind of role players, but they're not consistent enough. And the two you mentioned is one of those things. The other thing I would say is that sometimes you can't look at numbers for a game. Sometimes you just have to look at the kind of game that's played, and you got to win that game on that day.
Right.
Like, sometimes the high-scoring teams in football get into a slugfest and still win. Yeah. And everybody thinks, they're not able to score in this team.
It was a funny thing you mentioned that, because like after the game, I think somebody asked Bam about it, because they were like, and Spo. They were both asked about,
right.
You guys won this game and you guys didn't shoot particularly well. And Spo like kind of looked perplexed. He goes, I don't even know what we shot. What did we shoot? And like they were terrible. Like we
Right.
shot under 40%.
Because you're looking at, hey, think about this. Nobody cares about the percentage when all the point, when you needed to make a shot, you made a shot. You see what I'm saying? That is how that went. Whereas anytime the Knicks looked like they were going to get close, Jimmy would go in and get a bucket.
Yep.
Right? And that's kind of how that game played out. Both teams were battling. You know, I just say that the Heat can win in a bunch of different ways, and I don't know if the Knicks can. Like, no matter what you bring to the arena, the Heat can win that game, whether it's a star out, whether it's not shooting the three well.
You could, if you want to say like, hey, Julius Randle has this monster bounce back game tonight, and he hit 7 threes. I'm like, yes. I mean, it could happen,
even if he does that,
no, who has the faith that that's going to happen?
Who else? But that's the thing, though. See, if you eliminate Julius Randle, they still have guys that could keep you in the game. Who's got to be that guy that has the big game that kind of spurs everybody else on?
You guys are talking about the second best player on the Knicks team. The other player didn't have a great game.
RJ Barrett?
No,
Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
You know
why?
Jalen Brunson didn't have a great game either. So he was 7 for 20.
None of their top
guys. Just like Nipples.
On the team
just like Nipples, he got those clamps.
That's the thing is like, you know, see, this is the thing that if I was a Knicks fan, in all honesty, if I was
just let that go by without even a chuckle. Come on.
My bad.
Come on.
My bad.
Wow, you could tell. You know what?
Oh.
That's how much he loves the Heat. That's Heat fandom right there. He totally crapped on your joke right there.
Listen, in the scoreboard of show life, I would say that you got me on a bunch more. But the thing I would say, like, if you're a Knicks fan, which is, I want to get into some of the behavior by some of them, because especially Ben Stiller.
I can't vouch for that.
Stiller?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Ben Stiller being irate on Twitter was my favorite thing.
I can't believe that.
It was unbelievable. But you have this situation where
somebody should reply to him. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
I'm sure he's got it's all Heat fans just giving him just terrible
Tropic Thunder line.
Tropic Thunder, something about Mary, you know, just like all
dodgeball.
Just all of Ben Stiller. He's just irate because he thinks Dave Pasch of ESPN is rooting for the Heat. You're just putting him in the finals? You're just putting him in the finals like that? Like, Ben, calm down.
And in fact, is he not doing that with the Knicks?
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. I didn't hear the broadcast because I was boots on the ground. I don't know if Dave Pasch was overly.
He was not.
I know Hubie Brown was on the color, and that dude's an OG Heat hater. So if you're trying to tell me that was an overly Heat positive broadcast, I'm going to be skeptical on that.
No, it wasn't, but they was just saying the truth. Like, Hubie was like, yeah, the Knicks don't have it tonight. Like, they don't have it today. Then he didn't feel like the Knicks were going to win. And Dave Pasch was just basically talking about how the Heat have been probably the best team in the Eastern Conference playoffs so far, and that was it. It wasn't no caping or anything like that. It was just basically the truth. We're getting our ass kicked.
Ben Stiller's like, just hand the Larry O'Brien trophy there. And he wouldn't even acknowledge the guy by name. He goes, Mr. ESPN broadcaster.
You know what? I think he may know Dave Pasch. I think maybe they're friends.
I don't think so, dude.
I think that's the only way.
I think
out of the blue,
just hate. Like,
Ben Stiller,
he was just hating on him.
Ben Stiller was on a Twitter storm during this game. He was beside himself.
And Pasch works in New York. He's done. That's what I'm saying.
He's Ben Stiller, though. I don't think Ben Stiller knows. You think Ben Stiller knows other than Breen? You think he knows who the broadcasters are?
Yeah, he probably. Well, I mean, Marv. Dave Pasch done Knick games.
I know he's done Knick games, but he's not like Dave Pasch is like on the ESPN
like Johnson.
Yeah, it's like he's like the fourth ESPN announcer.
You know what's amazing to me?
But like,
you know what's amazing to me? How you're getting on somebody else for basically doing the same stuff you do, and I fight you on it all the time.
I'm not a movie star.
But it doesn't matter. Wait, no, that's the separation.
It's Gaylord Fokker.
But is that I mean, is that the cutoff? Like, you can do it because you do radio, and he can't because he's just a regular fan.
It's like, but he's a huge star, and he's like,
how's that any different than what you do?
I don't know. It's just like,
what is it? Scott Foster?
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
See how the tides change.
Game 5, hopefully.
Scott Foster. Save us, Scott. Here's Jimmy Buckets after the game. Jay Vick, if you can bring him up. This was Jimmy on if this is the best he's been playing.
You've been unstoppable this postseason. Do you feel you're at the peak of your career right now?
I don't know. I think if you would have watched me at Tomball High School, you would say that I was way better than I am now because I was very, very dominant then. But I'm just, I'm comfortable. I'm confident. I work extremely hard at my craft, and I'm very grateful to be able to play for an organization in a city like Miami. And then my teammates got a lot to do with that. They're always making sure I'm catching the ball in spots where I'm comfortable and letting me be aggressive, taking great shots, taking bad shots. They're always in my corner, so a lot of that actually goes to them.
Goosies.
Yep. It's funny because he talks trash, but he's pretty humble.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, if you go at him, I can't.
But how about we gotta take a break. But like all the shenanigans that were happening when Julius Randle got rattled by Cody Zeller.
Oh my goodness.
The way Jimmy was behaving during all that was just tremendous.
Was he dancing? He was in the middle of the court dancing. Like he's doing a golden oldies routine while they're in the corner. Like,
we'll take a break. Back with more after this.
Listening to
Everybody, 15 minutes to eat here for you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here on the show. Streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Also streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, the channel Miami 560 WQAM. Thanks, everybody who can join in the chat. You guys want to get your calls in on the Heat? You guys can, 305-567-0560. The SoFlo Boat Show is coming to Miami Marine Stadium May 19th through the 21st. And we've got your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to go. See all the new model boats. There's live music, world-class food and drinks. All you got to do is keep listening for your chance to win. So keep an ear out, everybody. All right? Got that going on. Boat Show. The Boat Show. Got it going on.
Love the boat show.
You love a boat show?
I like a boat show. Almost secondary to Darren C show.
Yeah. All cool.
There's none. If they have the right planes in your Aaron C show, you really need to check. Like, but boats, you can like just walk around on the boats and look at things you would never have in life. That's how I do that.
You know how the kids say things like built for this? I'm asking a question. Do you know how they say that? Yeah. True or false? If Cody Zeller gets under your skin and rattles you mentally, are you built for this?
Oh my God.
I'm just asking.
I don't.
Just if I'm not. I'm not even putting the parties involved.
Asking for
a friend. If Cody Zeller is one to rattle your cage and mentally make you break during a game,
but I think
are you indeed built for this?
But I think if anybody does that, right? Like one of the things about when you look at the elite to ever play the game, one of the things that people have tried to do to them is mess with them. Whether it's blowing in their ear, kicking them in the junk, holding on, Remember Kobe? Who was that did the fake ball thing at the end line?
Was that Matt Barnes?
Matt Barnes. He did a little fake thing. Kobe didn't flinch, right? Like,
although, certain angles have debunked that myth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that it looked like it was in his face, but it really was kind of to the side of him.
Okay.
There's an over-the-top angle that has kind of killed the Kobe mystique on that.
But still.
Not to be a fun ruiner or anything.
But still, you know what I'm getting at. Like, many people try to mess with LeBron. He just go out and do LeBron things.
Yeah, cool. Kind of missing the X factor here.
No, I'm not. You want to say Julius Randle's not built for it because he let somebody like Cody Zeller get under his skin.
It's Cody Zeller.
I know what you were saying.
It's Cody Zeller.
I was trying to say to you, look at the stars.
He's not an antagonist.
He's just a try-hard guy.
What is he doing?
Try-hard guys sometimes seem as antagonists, right? The try-hard guy, the effort guy, the Rudy guy.
Is this tangibles?
No, wait.
No, dude.
No, this is
hold on. Are you trying to say Cody Zeller getting inside Julius Randle's head is intangibles right now?
He had him like bewildered.
He did not have him bewildered.
He was laughing.
He was laughing after that game. He should maybe
not after the game, but I'm saying when
he was
they
laughing during the whole thing.
Yeah.
Dude.
By the way,
he was.
It wasn't nothing serious.
He had to laugh to keep from crying.
I see.
You know what?
See why?
This
is what I hate.
Go ahead. No, let him.
Why you think you're going a bit too far with this,
dude?
Because by the way, it didn't escalate because Jimmy was dancing in the middle of the court and Julius Randle was smiling and laughing,
spinning the ball on his. Yeah, well, one of them was down 20, so maybe you should get some new knock jokes.
Some what?
Some new knock jokes to laugh at.
-1.
Cody Zeller's got me rattled.
You think he had it rattled?
Rattled, dude.
I mean, it just coincides with him playing a terrible game, and you could go there, but I would say more along the lines of he ain't that guy.
In game 3, he wasn't that guy.
He's very clearly not that guy.
In game 3, he wasn't that guy.
Okay, but guess what? Here's what you're dealing with, and here's what the Heat are dealing with. The Heat have a guy who can bring it every night and will bring it every night. You got a guy who you hope can bring it out.
All right, guys.
You see what I'm saying?
You're talking about the wrong man here.
I mean, like listen.
The guy on our team is number 11.
Brunson.
Yes.
Right.
He didn't bring it.
You guys told me that, Julius Randle was, you were crying about him not being there in game 1. You have him back for this third game. Everybody's there.
Well, we had him back for game 2, and he almost had a triple-double.
I know. And then you know what Julius Randle did?
And then he crapped the bed in game 3.
No. After barely beating the Miami Heat without Jimmy Butler, barely, he puts up a mixtape Instagram video. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. No, he did. Hype video after beating that team, barely. And I'm sorry. The answer to the question is no, he's not built for this. He's not built for
Somebody
this.
said Cody borderline committed a hate crime. What do we do?
What?
I mean, we did almost have an all-time intangibles battle between him and Hartenstein.
Oh my goodness!
It was about to be.
Hey,
that would have been like Andre the Giant versus Big John Stud.
no, that would have been like when I went to a hockey game one time years ago, and Peter Rowell was with the Panthers. He got in a fight with the other black dude in the league. Then I say another black dude. I say the other, right? And I'm like standing there like, this is black on black crime. We can't have this. You can't have intangible on intangible crime.
Space says, by the way, Josh Hart never went to go thank the referees after the game. Oh, shocking. I thought he did it after every game. That's what he said. Didn't have anything to, didn't want to tell the officials he appreciates them.
Leroy, do you think Tobin followed Josh Hart after the game to see if he went to
knowing him?
I think you did.
I think he walked him to the locker room.
Actually, I didn't because the game was already decided, so I went down with like less than 2 minutes left.
Oh, the smart move.
So you don't know. You don't even know.
I was disappointing. I just learned yesterday Jovic got on the floor. I wanted to see Swole Jovic in action. But I will make it a point today to stay to see if Josh Hart thanks those referees.
Yeah,
he won't. Here's Kyle Lowry after the game. Kyle Lowry on Jimmy Butler's return. This is what he had to say about his guy who was blasting Whitney Houston in the background.
Not only Jimmy Butler back, but back to himself. Effective, efficient, getting to the paint and getting to the spots.
Yeah, it's great though. I mean, listen, anytime Jimmy's playing, it's always like great. One thing about Jimmy, he's always going to be effective. He's going to play great music as he's playing in the background right now, and he's always going to give us an extra boost. So we appreciate him as much as the next person. Keep that up, bro.
That's good stuff.
Nah, I'm afraid.
Nah,
I'm afraid. Nah, I'm afraid. Nah, I'm afraid.
Wait.
Nah, I'm afraid.
He's looking like, no, you know what Kyle's looking like, keep that up, bro. Like, soon as he gets done, he going over there.
Appreciate him as much as the next person. Keep that up, bro.
Yeah, he's saying, no. I'm telling you, he's saying that like if he keep playing it, we going
break that. I'm gonna break that CD or that.
It's the opposite. He loves it.
No,
I'm afraid.
No, I'm telling you.
That is
I'm telling you, I was there. Boots on the ground. I'm telling you, he loves it.
Hey, okay.
No, Jimmy's psychotic. No,
he is psychotic.
If
he's
you're playing Whitney Houston,
you walk in
different.
Jimmy Butler, you walk in the locker room.
Individual.
He's sitting on the floor of the locker room. He's got, I don't know what space cadet things on his legs to make sure that he's revamping. He's doing his post-game treatment. And he's just sitting there. He just kicked the Knicks' ass. And he's just like, Whitney Houston time. Boop, boop, boop. Because he's got his phone, and it's this giant custom heat speaker that just blasts whatever he pleases. And Kyle Lowry, he wants to get out of there. He wants to do his media and hit the road. And Jimmy's like, but it's Jimmy music time. So the music's not going off.
I'm telling you for a fact, right? He said that, like, if I hear one more bar of this, me and you throwing hands. That's because he is saying with a smile. He really looked aggravated that Whitney Houston was playing in the locker room.
That's not what he wanted to hear right now. He probably wanted to hear some Meek Mill, some Philly, some Beanie, Siegel, something like that.
It's never that.
No, but it's never that. It's always country.
He's got country, Whitney Houston, and Nickelback. This is what we've had as the playlist this year for Jimmy Butler, the most eclectic music fan in music history.
All I know is,
bro,
that's what you reading in the Kyle is he enjoys that music. You were way off.
I was there. I'm telling you that he loved it.
Vlad, you seen the way he said that.
Toby doesn't know brother speak. He doesn't know brother. He doesn't know brother speak.
Hey,
bro. That was like
here's what you want me to show you how a kerfuffle happens.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says, "Hey man, keep playing that music," and then the other guy responds, "Or what?" Right? Then next thing you know, kerfuffle.
If you look at it, there was a head nod when Kyle said that, like, all right, man.
But he says in the clip, he's playing great music like he is right now. Keep it up, bro.
No, he said he's playing great like his music right now, and then he made the little smart ass comment.
Keep it up,
keep
bro.
it up.
But it wasn't a head nod.
He's not mad at Jimmy Butler.
Because I enjoy Whitney Houston.
Who doesn't enjoy Whitney Houston?
This is what he basically said.
Does anybody not like that song?
No, but here's the deal. Here's what he was saying. I'm gonna break it down for you, right? I'm gonna break it down for you. Vlad knows exactly what he's saying. Hey, man. We just beat the Knicks. We're up 2-1, and you went to stinking Whitney Houston, right? We need some more up-tempo stuff. That's what the breakdown of that was.
No.
It was.
But you can't. But see, here's the thing. If it was a normal, here's why I don't agree with you. Because he knows his friend's not normal. His friend plays.
It don't matter. He still could make a comment about it,
dude.
Listen,
that comment wasn't
in the locker room. You don't want to be listening to "I Will Always Love You."
Right.
I would agree with you if it was the other 400 players in the league.
Yeah, but who else could say that and mean he don't like it other than Kyle? Kyle could go over there and say, Jimmy, what are you doing?
He knows what he's doing.
All right.
He knows what he's doing.
Loud, too. Somebody ever
real
tried
loud.
Oh, it's very loud.
Real loud.
Very
I
loud.
can hear that clearer than I can hear Kyle.
It's a very big speaker. And Jimmy does not like turning that music down, like because they're like, "Hey, can you turn it down for TV?"
There's only one guy that could tell him to shut it down. UD.
Oh, UD, and UD's like, I've seen UD. He's like, turn it up.
Well, he's old school now.
But you know, here's the funny thing about it is it's funny how the people in the locker room, the media, and everybody, they want them to just shut it down so they could do their job. And I would be like, that's funny. I'm thinking that you should shut it down so I could do my job periodically. Samey. So, like, with all the crap that people write and say about the players, when that music gets loud in that locker room, they ain't turning it down. They're not turning it down. Nobody gonna drive, especially Jimmy.
No.
Because Jimmy looked like a guy who got a whole little bucket full of receipts in his locker. Oh, you said this. No.
He also has to like attach himself to a spaceship after games for recovery.
You know, that is it cold? Is it cold compression?
Probably.
Yeah.
You know better than I do, dude.
But I don't know. We didn't have that. So I think instead of you do cold compression, it gets the blood flowing, helps healing. I'm almost positive that's what it is.
I'll show you during the break.
I know what it looks like, but I'm just not sure. I know it's some kind of pressure, but I don't know if there's like cold water running through it or it's just compression.
One more before we hit the break. This was Jimmy afterwards saying, I didn't even feel like I played that great tonight.
I was definitely out of rhythm, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I shot a lot of shots. Missed a lot of shots. Back in the lab with Chris Brickley, scoring on Remy, scoring on Ernie, scoring on Manny's sorry behind, and whoever else that gives me confidence whenever I get to score them.
That should make
why he just down all his?
Hey, it sound like if he play bad, he got some slump busters in waiting.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna score 50 on y'all.
We'll take a quick break. Hour two. Come up next. not.
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Heat, Panthers, Victory Monday. Delicious.
Well, I'm telling you, Saturday and Sunday was a joy.
It definitely was.
And I'm a big fan of the 3:30 kickoff.
Tip off. Yeah. It was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice. It was nice leaving the arena not at nearly midnight. That was a pleasure.
The sun didn't set?
Nah, I don't know. I think it was dark. I got out of there like 7:30, I think.
It was still a little bit of daylight.
7:38. I don't remember.
A little bit of daylight.
7:38. It was
How was traffic?
Easy breezy. Not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad at all.
Now you going down there?
I got there super early on.
Smart move.
Super early. I got there at like 11:30.
What?
Yeah, because I was worried about traffic. I was worried about that. I wanted to get a parking spot.
Remember F1 race?
Yeah, that's what worried me because when I went home on Friday, that F1 traffic, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. So I was worried I was gonna wake up. I didn't know like when people are going to race. I just know there was, celebs galore here on Sunday. It was crazy. I mean, you had Tom Cruise was here, Shakira. Was Elon Musk here?
Yes, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos were at the F1
That's
race.
crazy. That's a lot of people.
How many celebs were at the Heat game?
Let's see. Most famous celeb DJ Khaled was there.
That's local. I mean, he's
local, but he was
he's
sitting
a
in
Heat
his
fan.
he was sitting there. You got Jalen Ramsey. He was there.
That's local. He's talking about star.
Yeah.
I mean, they're stars, but they're
The biggest star.
I'm saying they're local.
Yeah,
the
they're home.
biggest star that was there, bar none, was Mike McDaniel.
You can't ask this dude a serious.
What are you talking about, dude? When I saw Mike McDaniel, first of all, Mike McDaniel, this guy's a good luck charm. I don't think he's come to a loss yet. Okay. But it was not only Mike McDaniel. How odd was this? I never seen this. Mike McDaniel went to the game with Chris Greer. How cool is that?
I mean,
not with his friends, not with his guys.
They're also, they probably have a pretty good relationship, being that both of them are on the same,
No, I know, but I thought that was cool. They got to just enjoy the night.
He basically
together.
brought his work wife.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The same could be said with Chris Greer. Hey, we attached at the hip.
I got caught.
As you go, I go.
I got caught ogling.
Of course you did.
I got caught ogling.
Of course you did.
I got caught.
Sideshow Bob
In
over
4K.
here. He's there to cover basketball.
I was stunned. I
And
walked out.
7 of his first 8 texts have nothing to do with basketball.
Yeah, right there. There they were. You see the picture?
There you are.
Look at him. Why you mean mugging?
I like this shirt.
Well, that's just still. I don't know. I mean, I was genuinely delighted to see them. Well, because that's like behind the floor seats. I was walking. I was like, oh, McCochin and Chris Greer, and obviously I got to find a place to.
Chris Greer is a lot bigger than Mike.
I mean, everybody's
tiny,
bigger than
yeah.
Mike. Everybody's bigger than Mike McDaniel.
I might be bigger than Mike.
Mike McDaniel's a skinny dude, man. But yeah, they were the. You think Mike McDaniel liked that outlet pass by Kevin Love? Big fan. I love that play.
Hey,
I love that play.
You are a fraud.
Dude,
You're such a fraud. A week ago, you didn't even care about that.
Oh, that's my
pass.
guy, Kevin Love. Lead us, Kevin.
Oh my God.
Lead us.
-1.
And by the way, can I just tell you
what?
Show that picture again.
Which one?
The one with you.
Ogling?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it kind of looks like you're gonna have to get what do they call those things? The
restraining
a
order.
restraining order.
I was around.
Look how
him a
you
lot.
staring.
Yeah, you looking very stalky. You're looking like a stalker right now.
I was very excited.
Dude,
Look at that.
Dude,
I thought maybe they were up to deals.
Can I just say something?
What?
after the show, we gonna have a conversation.
Why?
Because this is scary.
I had a great time.
I'm telling you.
You give me stalker vibe. Right
Yeah,
now,
that's
I
stalker.
was stalking. I was trying to see if that Dalvin Cook trade was coming, baby.
Look
I was trying to eavesdrop.
Dude, you look like. I gotta tell you, we need to have a
I
talk.
was trying
you
to-
looking crazy.
It was like fatal attraction.
Boots on the ground, dude. I was trying to figure it out. See what was going on between those two.
Like,
See if they were cooking something up.
No. Did you? You look like
I was like-
he was back there going, Mike.
I was like, what would Socrates say to that?
You still, dude. You
I
really-
did see them talking at one point. It was just Mike McDaniel looking at Chris Greer, and he goes, "Can we get some food?" And they just left. I was like, "Oh, they weren't talking football there, huh?"
You could tell that he asked, "Do you want to get some food?"
Yeah.
You could tell that.
Oh yeah.
That's very stalker ass, man.
Dude.
I'm
That's
there. I'm there.
very
Hey,
stalker-esque.
I'm there to
You
cover.
are scaring me right
Why?
now.
Like, yeah.
Why?
Why?
Because you getting them bad vibes.
This Mike McDaniel had a week. He went to F1 too.
You
He
even
was
know where
suited and
oh
booted.
my gosh, you know his whereabouts.
Well,
his
I mean,
movement.
every Dolphin was there. Every Dolphin was there. I didn't like how Patrick Mahomes and the whole NFL came down here. I think they shouldn't be allowed.
Wait, why? Why not?
It's not your thing.
Where was Tua?
I don't think he was there.
Mm.
I didn't see Tua picture. I know he did something on Friday, like the first day, and then Tyreek Hill, I think, got in the car on Saturday, but I don't know. I didn't see Tua there, but I did see Patrick Mahomes. It's like, get the hell out of here. We get it. You're good. Get out.
Wait. That dude. Now look, I would buy that from a lot of people.
Hmm?
That dude ain't did nothing to nobody, right? He don't
Mahomes?
Yeah.
I'd rather Patrick than Jackson being there.
Oh,
Jackson
yeah.
would have caused a scene.
It
Yeah.
seems like he's got his hands full right now.
Oh yeah.
You could tell Patrick didn't care about his brother being in jail. He'd rather go to the F1 race.
Well, I think Patrick Mahomes went to the Kentucky Derby and then went to F1, which I don't know. Would you rather watch horses race or cars race?
I got to tell you,
A lot of horsepower, regardless.
I'd rather watch the cars.
Oh, all right.
I think
Who won? Who won the Grand Prix?
The guy that won last year, he started from ninth spot.
Verstappen?
Verstappen, yeah.
How do I know that?
I don't know.
He had said
I don't
that
know who that is.
when he finished when he was ninth place, he said, "I'm either gonna get second or first. I can't get anything lower than finishing second or first." And he actually won the damn race.
I'm still Vlad to this day. I drive by that stadium. We used to drive by that stadium every day.
Okay.
On the streets around that stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking how they carve out a little track where they can go 100 and something miles an
Stephen
hour.
Ross, baby.
Yep.
I mean,
Stephen Ross.
That being said, I don't understand what the problem is. If I'm just there observing, the Dolphins
That's
coach
not-
in action, like what's the big deal?
please, can we see this picture again, please?
What's the
JP?
problem, dude?
That is not. Look at the why you mean mugging like you just hit a 3?
Well, that's a still shot of a video.
You mean mugging like
I need to know what they're up to.
No, dude. Look at dude.
Wow, you were giving single white
Yes!
male vibes right there. man.
Yes.
You were like
What?
Tobin
Dude,
Fonda. You were
that's-
Tobin Fonda.
That's scary.
Jeez.
That's scary.
No, I think it was. I'm just doing my journalistic duty. Boots on the ground.
That
That's boots on the ground right there.
no. What was that with who was it? The baseball player with the crazy guy when
The fan,
the fan.
De Niro and Snipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the look you give
Nah,
him.
that's a little bit more than that.
What are you talking
It was
about,
lusty.
dude?
His look is a little lusty. There's a
Yeah,
little lust in that
like-
look.
There's something about Mike McDaniel, like it just brings me joy. Chris Greer's
That-
cool too,
But
but like,
wait,
Chris Greer's
that look you giving him is kind of a skin suit vibe.
Oh,
Like
man.
like Hannibal
I don't
Lecter.
think that's fair.
Like what's his name? Wild Bill. Like looking at him like Wild Bill. Like, ooh, he would make a good Parker. Like, dude.
Oh man.
Dude, you don't see that. You are me. You're like, it's.
what are you talking about?
You just like,
Somebody just posted Mrs. Tobin wish she had that look.
dude, I'm telling you.
I mean,
You don't. It's a still shot. But do you feel a little embarrassed that you got caught looking at somebody like that?
So
Not the-
lusty.
not in the
Yes.
least. Not in the least.
No.
No, not in the least.
Oh man.
I love that guy, man.
Oh.
But there's Tua. Nice. All right. Oh, Tua's with the guy that was eventually won.
Ah,
It's like he knew.
So this guy's like a bit of a jersey swapping slut. You know, he's just swapping jerseys with Mahomes and Tua, Vasturgeon, or whatever the hell his name is.
Verstappen? Even I knew that.
Matt Vasturgeon.
Wait. Of all the people sitting here that should know who's the F1 driver who won the race, I'm last.
Silly Sauce says, find someone who looks at you the way a Tobin looks at McCochin.
Dude, I know.
I love
you
that
being
guy, man.
loved.
So let me wait, Leroy, let's ask Tobin this. When Eric Spoelstra and Mike McDaniel are standing next to each other.
Wow. I've seen that actually. When the first game that he came to, Spo was super late for his press conference. Where's Spo? Chatting it up with McCochin in the tunnel. Woo, that was a sight. That was a sight.
That gives you unbelievable amount of goosies, doesn't it?
Dude,
Goosies
forget
galore.
Gennady Golovkin. It's like Gennady Golovkin squared. Amazing.
Really?
I got to tell you. I was like, I want to scoot over to the other mic.
Why?
Because you scaring me right
Yeah,
now.
man. I think you need a cigarette, man.
Dude, you got...
we gotta get something, all right? And those were our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
A person close to this show was wronged. We'll explain next. Mean?
They make them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it is.
Are you talking about the one in Deerfield?
I don't know which one my wife went to. There's one in Pembroke Pines, I think.
I think there is one too. Yes, delicious.
The assortment.
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen. And there's people that can make excellent donuts, I might add, without having to put bacon on it.
Mm-hmm.
And put meat on and stuff like
Dandy
that.
Donut is fantastic.
Oh, they have this chocolate thing. It's almost like a donut stick, but it has nuts in it.
Not in that.
Oh, I'm telling you, dude. I wasn't either.
Not a big fan of nuts going into desserts.
Game changer.
Wow. All right.
I'm telling you, I almost went and tried to find one on my way here.
Wow.
You know what? I'm on it.
You're on donut hunt?
I'm on it. I'm gonna go get them. What?
While you're at that, I want to get to this.
Go
okay.
ahead.
A lot of great stuff happened during the Heat Knicks game. Which, by the way, I mean, sitting amongst sad Knicks fans is just a delight. What a treasure that is.
It's
not a lot to say.
Hey, what about all those fans in Toronto?
Woo!
they gathered
Amazing.
a whole bunch of miserable people.
Everybody, listen, you guys are gonna come here. You're gonna come into the buildings. You're gonna try and get your goosies. It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. But something happened that I was not fond of, and that is somebody took a shot on Twitter at our beloved Mike Biamonte.
Oh yes,
our beloved Mike Biamonte. And you guys familiar with this this charlatan, John Hollinger? Now, John Hollinger, big stats guy, at one point ran the Grizzlies. He came up with PER. You know, he was one of these first guys. He's like, I got a stat for you. PER, player efficiency rating. Well, John Hollinger apparently doesn't like how Mike Biamonte does his job. And he tweeted out, ideal outcome for this series is if the Heat advance, but their PA guy is eliminated, right? Oh, well, I was not having this.
Neither was Mike.
And neither was Mike. Mike Biamonte comes out with a kill shot. Okay? Haymaker. Because look, this man's been doing this job for a very long time.
It's the voice that you associate with Heat home games,
yes,
more than any other voice.
We're all having a good time. There's not a Heat fan who doesn't like the job Mike Biamonte does.
Or who doesn't know him.
It's like everybody knows Dos Minutos. Everybody knows, how he's
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Dos Minutos.
Everything about 2 minute steps. And and the signature for each guy who scores. And I'm telling you right now, Mike Biamonte, everybody remember, what? But the way he has everybody eating out of the palm of his hand with his Jimmy Butler, Jim E. Butler. Now the crowd does it with him. They're like, they can't wait until he finishes me so they can go, Butler. They're all going nuts. But this John Hollinger has a problem with it because it's not about stats. So Mike Biamonte comes out, all right, and he says, hey, John Hollinger, since I've been in this league for the last 32 seasons, you've been eliminated in plenty of jobs. I've been much better at my job than you have been at any of yours. Loser.
That's a 3-0. That's 3-0 them right there.
Hey,
that's a 3-0. In battle rap, that's what you call a 30.
You got to get him off the campus.
Oh my
off the
God!
campus.
Wait, no, put that on.
John Hollinger. I don't know if John Hollinger was in the building. He can't come back.
He said, I've been doing this for 32 seasons. So he's letting you know from out
bona
the gate
fides. Yep.
What his resume is. You've been eliminated from plenty of jobs.
Yep.
Kill shot right there.
Yep.
Immediate cut.
I've been much better at my job than you have been at yours. And any of yours, not even in any
of them. You want to know why? Because I haven't had to change jobs. I'm still just PA announcing.
And then called him a loser.
Yep. Just a little cherry on top. Little finisher.
That's a 30.
You should have hit him with.
This guy, John Hollinger can't show his face in that arena again. I don't know if he has, but he can't.
But
Don't do it.
Thing. There's people, if he did walk on stage, wouldn't know who he was or wouldn't care.
What are we doing here? You're
Care.
taking shots at the Heat.
Man, wait. I mean, things have gone so bad that you are now taking shots at PA announcers?
Right.
With all the stuff going on in sports, with all the stats you supposedly live by, you took a moment out of your busy, hectic day to take a shot at a PA announcer? Like, wow. That's crazy.
I really don't like the way that he says no basket like that's really bothering John Hollinger. He can't compute.
Does he only go to Heat games?
I don't know.
Because they all do that.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
they're all
this
skilled.
guy is for the Heat fan.
They work for the Heat. He don't work for the other team. He can be biased. The PA announcer is biased. That's why when Julius Randle makes a three, Julius Randle for three.
Yeah.
Right?
Julius
That's what
Randle.
you get. Hey, glad you
Luol
get that in every arena.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm thinking that Hollinger's wrong.
We actually have an extra message from Mike Biamonte for John Hollinger, as if his tweet wasn't enough. But this is Mike Biamonte. He's actually left a note for John Hollinger.
This guy's a bomb.
Would you ever think that Mike thought his words would be used to defend him?
That's right. You didn't know, Mike, when we had you record. Like this was all just to have in the holster for John Hollinger.
To have your back.
John Hollinger.
Really? Like,
that's nasty work by Hollinger, bro.
Right.
I would fire him. Whoever's hiring him right now, I would fire him for.
But what did he expect? First of all, you don't get an unbiased opinion with a home PA announcer. Because he works for the team in the arena.
John Hollinger, he's just greatly offended by the golden oldies.
Time out. Hold on. How can he be upset? And I'm not, you know who I root for, but I'm not gonna take a shot at, at our boy Mike B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But how can he be upset with Mike B when the Detroit Pistons announcer is having a
that guy's crazy.
He's crazy. It's like
everybody is, but that's the whole point. Is
right,
the NBA
it's like a Motown concert with the Detroit Pistons.
That's what like you're telling me that in other arenas that like people are just like,
of course they do.
LeBron James basket from Anthony Davis. Is that how it's going?
I guess they want the Lakers announcer or
like does a guy sound like he's from the 20s?
I mean, the Celtics
in hockey. If the away team scores, you look at the announcer in that period because they kind of whisper, right? Right, like they'll score, they'll be playing hockey, and they'll say, "That Toronto League score." Whereas if the Panthers score, the music is still going on, and then they make that
they get the crowd
listen,
to now go do the growl and everything. Yeah, that Panthers goal.
Your home field advantage is all of these things that we talk about, right? It's what separates knowing you're at home from when you're not.
I just think
when you make a clutch three in basketball, you get a whisper if you're doing that on the road. That's what they do. How can he pick out one guy? In fact, he might be the longest tenure guy too, right?
If not,
one of
doing it for over 30 years.
I think it's the Knicks, Lakers, and him announcing.
It's like, come on, dude. Yeah. What are we doing? You're trying to.
Right.
There's too much silliness in this basketball. I can't have it.
I guess he wants him to do.
I got to come up with a new stat.
He wasn't doing like the Yankees. No,
they hit
Eric Jeter.
Yeah, please.
Like, leave John Sterling alone.
By the way, can we? I forgot to mention this. Pains me because he's your guy. With Jalen Rose blaming the weather on the Knicks.
Listen,
I don't know. We've got some stuff going on up in Michigan. The best player just left and went to Kansas.
Mm-hmm. What?
The center.
Oh.
Was it Dickinson?
Oh, you're talking about
basketball.
Okay.
And then we got followed that up a couple days later.
It was a much more shocking story when I thought it was football.
Of all the people that you would expect never to use something like that as a reason, it would be a former player and Jalen Rose. Right. I don't know. Maybe he was.
Nah, man. Nah, Leroy.
No.
Listen,
what was that?
You know what, Tobin? Here it is. I'm gonna stand in front.
Wow, what?
I'm gonna stand in front. I have to apologize to the Knicks fans and announcers who just can't take the loss. We lost. We got our ass kicked. That is it. Don't blame the humidity.
Never heard of such a thing.
Wait, don't they play
blame the
indoors?
humidity.
Yes.
When they play they playing their game at Rucker Park?
They're not playing that. I don't get this. We gotta ask it. Just take it. Yo, we lost. Play game 4. I'm hearing all these damn excuses. We making us look bad. We look nasty outside right now.
Hey,
this is ridiculous.
Vlad, just like I caught your boy. Just like after y'all won the second game, I had to stop him.
No, mine was actually true, though.
No, see? I know.
Like,
stop.
Ridiculous.
Stop.
The humidity messes with your
now.
muscles.
Were they slipping on the floor?
They weren't playing. They were playing at Bayside. I mean, they were playing at Bayside, but they were playing
outside
Bayside,
like Rucker Park.
3-on-3 used to be at.
I'm very confused how he goes this route, and it's like, hey, Jalen, let's just say your theory's all right. And he ain't shooting it either. What are we doing?
And that's the other thing. So I told you this morning when I saw you guys. It wasn't like you guys shot the ball well either.
Right.
I know.
But here's the deal. In sports, you have to base the numbers on what's happening there. And I'll use golf as an analogy. Some tournament you play in, the weather gets a little bad, and the average score is 74. And so that means you shoot 69, you're 5 shots better, even though your score isn't that low. So when I see other sports and I see like this game yesterday, you could tell from the beginning it was going to be a street fight. Like the numbers weren't going to matter. You just needed to get through this game, make the plays that need to be made, and escape for any team, for either team. So the fact that the Heat don't get frustrated about shooting poorly, they really never do.
I just think the thing that's crazy about it is like they keep searching for this stuff with the Knicks. I'm like, but the Knicks aren't a good shooting team.
Right.
Like this is now, what are we, 8 games into the playoffs? They haven't shot well at all. They're not a good offense. Have they averaged 100?
Yeah, of course.
For the playoffs?
I think so.
I don't know.
Let me check.
They have been putrid offensively. They need to go into a game. They need to, first of all, they need to out-rebound the Heat by like 1 million.
Right.
And they didn't. And they need to get the Heat to turn the ball over.
And
they need to have an insanely efficient game at the rim.
Right.
If they don't, they are screwed.
Right. And you have to see, I think one of the things that is impressive about the Heat is that they accept all the things you talked about and then just talk about making plays to win the game.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have to play a certain way to win. They just want to play whatever style of game is necessary to get them out of the game. So that means, hey, if we give up 60 points in the first half, I guess we go into a little bit of zone.
The Knicks are averaging 101 points a game in
Which
the playoffs.
is the worst of all of
the teams left. Yes.
Right.
The Heat are averaging 119 points a
Which
game
is crazy.
in the playoffs.
Right.
They weren't averaging.
No,
that
they weren't
regular
during the season. No.
No, they were the worst team in the league.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like a flip now.
So, but my question is that
that's a nasty leave laugh.
when you look at the Knicks stats and you see they're losing, 110 to 100 or whatever, right? They're playing right at their average.
Yeah. 85 is really bad though.
No, it is. It is.
Time to give out some game balls and game bums from Leroy Horde next.
This guy's a ball.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Leroy, what do you got today for your game balls and game bums? Which I want to know. But before that, let me ask you something. You like Dave & Buster's?
Do I?
Oh, it's good, right? Well, we've decided to continue Dave & Buster's month. All right? Dave & Buster's knows no months. That's why we've got your chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave & Buster's to watch the NBA and NHL playoffs and more. Go to WQM.com, enter on the contest page. If you win, you can go to Dave & Buster's with your gift card and have a party. All on us, Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. What do you got, man?
So, my game ball is going to go to Bob.
Wow.
I got to tell you, I've watched these last 2 or 3 hockey games and seen breakaways and laps in the defense and guys just coming down 2-on-1s, wide open, and Bob has shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut
dude.
it down.
You know why,
So,
right, Leroy?
Why is that?
Somebody's not bothering him now. Somebody was told not to bother
Oh, you know what? This is ridiculous.
Because you know what? I'm gonna take it away from Bob. I might have to give it to the mush. Because you're the reason why Bob has been able to flourish. But he's been playing well.
I don't find this to be fair. I mean, like, who's to know what the line of who?
So hardcore now because you can't stalk Bob right now.
I mean, what if Bob goes to a basketball game? So I can't see him if he goes to the basketball game
told you
tonight?
no.
This is ridiculous.
No, listen. If you see him at the basketball game, that's different. That's just happenstance.
Okay.
Did you see that look he had with McDaniel and Greer?
Hey,
If that's McDaniel
That was
and Bob,
happenstance, all right.
dude, let me tell you. You need to stop.
he might
What?
leave Mrs.
That's
Tobin.
very creepy.
What?
Yeah, look.
Huh?
Look at that. Dude.
You see that look?
Yeah.
my guy.
If that's
That
now,
look.
you
Like
see where that
mean,
lady
you
is?
almost like mean mugging.
You see where that lady is?
Yeah.
Now, if that replace that lady with Bob, what do you think Tobin's gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, that's tough to say. That's how.
So you could give out a lot of game balls, but I'm gonna give it to Bob because, like, understand this was. I think this was the first game that they won. They were down. They didn't score first.
No, it's not the first one.
Is the second one?
Yeah.
They didn't have many because they've scored first, and usually especially the last series, the team
Second
scored
game in a
first.
row, they didn't score first and they won.
Right. So I really want to say that Bob has exceeded anything that he's making up for all those questions, I would say.
It's been awesome.
My game bum.
We'll hear a little bit from them coming up in some cat talk.
I don't necessarily know how to approach this, but to the owner of the Suns,
Matt Ishbia,
leave the basketball alone. Leave it to the basketball teams. And why you flopping?
Matt Ishbia
Did
be
you
flopping.
did you see the?
Oh, he flopped.
Did you see what he? I mean, like, come on.
That was a primo flop.
So, not only that, you got a guy at Tech for doing nothing because you flop.
Yep.
And you're an owner. So, here's what I have in mind. First of all, I'm gonna give him a game bum. Right? And then I think the league should fine him.
Really?
Wow. Because
He flopped.
He just
wow. So
just
give him the fine
commented.
flop.
Give him the fine flop.
He just
The flop
commented.
fine.
What'd he
Right.
say? What'd he
He
say?
conned you.
He said that he doesn't think Joker should be fined or suspended for touching him in that fracas
He
yesterday.
didn't know that was the owner. He just wanted the basketball.
Nah, Jokic knew what he was doing. That was a kind of a good
Yeah,
show.
Jokic just looks like an oaf, but he knows what he's doing.
He knew what he
All
was
right.
doing, man.
I'm still giving the game bum to the.
I agree.
Look,
No, I
why
agree
do
with him
we
getting
got-
the game ball.
Wait, can I ask this question? Do you know how ridiculous we sound as a community, as a society, as a race, when we expect the athlete to handle situations better than the multi-billionaires, do you understand how ridiculous that is?
I mean, I've seen a lot of owners act ridiculous.
But I'm just saying, like,
those
we
West
hold
Coast
the
owners?
athletes to a higher standard than we hold the damn owners or people in general that make money. You remember years ago, I think it was it Marcus Smart who got into it with a fan at Oklahoma State?
Yes.
Right.
Team Boom Pickens.
Right. And they got on
Well, what about
Marcus Smart?
What about Kyle Lowry?
Right. Who did he
Remember,
get?
with the Warriors. The Warriors owner.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
he got suspended for a year.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, guys. Come on.
My bad.
But like, where are we with that? Where we are with it? You know, as a society, we are stupid because we hold guys in their 20s and 30s more accountable than the owners who have been around and are 50, 60 years old and multi-billionaires. Come on. So yeah, he gets it. He gets it. Not only that, he flopped. An owner learning how to flop. What are we doing?
It's very impressive.
He should have been kicked out of his own building just for that. You flop. Get out.
Oh, I think they love it. He got a technical foul. I think Devin Booker's probably happy with his owner. You know?
I guess. I would think that the reason why Phoenix won has more to do with Durant and Book scoring 36.
That was a hell of a showdown. That really was.
That's 2 games in a row. These guys have scored over 70 points.
Yeah, they're good.
Isn't it weird that Durant's really the second best player on that own?
Is he?
I think he's letting him be the second best player.
You think he's letting
I
him?
think he's let
Booker's on
dude,
it. Dude, what is Booker shooting? Like 65% right now?
Hey, let me explain something to you.
40 the last 2 games.
Durant cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
If they get past the Nuggets, we'll see what Devin Booker does against Jimmy Butler. We'll see. Task at hand.
Wait,
Well, you know,
wait. There's another series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Task at hand.
Wait
a minute.
I put that caveat.
It's not
out
even
there.
the next. Wait, it's not even the next series.
You're right. They have a lot of
series
business. They're
away.
even. It's an even series. So you're right. I mean, they have a lot of business.
No,
to take
but
care
I'm
of.
saying,
There's a
even if
Western
they win
Conference
this one, they ain't
final.
gonna match up against the Heat.
That's
what I'm saying. They have a lot of business to take care of. So task at hand.
So does the Heat.
Yeah, that's why I said task at hand.
You see how quick he threw that task in hand when he realized he made a
That's
mistake?
why I said task. That's why I said task at hand.
You are the worst.
But let's just see. You know, let's see. Let's see
I
how.
do it every day.
I just want to say, let's just see how cute that Devin Booker is when Jimmy Butler's on. Let's see. Real defensive player, 2-way.
Wait. So,
just a lot of Devin Booker's the best player in the playoffs. Like everybody forgets Jimmy Butler just slayed a giant.
and I would say this is that, you know what makes it easier for Devin Booker? Having KD on your team.
Yeah.
Right? Because you ain't got a bum. That dude, it is all right.
A lot of Devin Booker flavor of the month stuff. Or it really flavor.
Who does Jimmy have? Who is Jimmy Butler's? Who is Jimmy Butler's KD?
Max Strus.
But guess what? Even with that, he goes score 56 when he was the only option. Stop.
He's got Spo.
I guess.
Dude.
Spo ain't playing. When the last time Spo made a bucket?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
He did get that. He did it.
created that
He did
bucket.
have that primo review on the Gabe Vincent foul. Remember they called offensive foul on Jalen Brunson. Reviewed it.
Got 3
Coach's
shots.
challenge. Got 3 shots. So technically, Spo scored 3 buckets. You guys are right. I mean, like, look.
For Tobin.
Task at hand.
It's funny because if you had to play point for Leroy or point for Vlad or point, he would have just kept going.
No.
You said point for Tobin. He stopped the show so we can hear it to the end.
Well, I gotta
You saw how quiet he got. But he was in mid-conversation. Oh, hold on. Let's let this play.
No, I see a lot of this. Devin Booker's now the best player in the playoffs. Like, task at hand. We'll see.
No chance.
We'll see.
He's not.
We'll see.
But he's not.
They're making an argument for him.
Everybody is. He's the guy. I get it. Look, he's played really well. What is he averaging?
Okay.
37 right now?
Guess what? Here's the deal, though. When you have other options, and I'm going to tell you like this, who's more unstoppable, Book or KD?
Oh, KD.
Right. So the attention is on him.
Jimmy Butler's lost 1 game in these playoffs.
Right.
1.
Okay.
Because he wasn't there for that next game.
Oh.
Not his fault. So, and by the way, this Josh Hart Stay on your feet, dude. Okay, it's enough already.
Hey, by the way,
guy throws himself around willy nilly.
Embiid falls down a lot, dude. I've been paying attention every time somebody played the mixtape and Embiid.
Did you see PJ Tucker go over to him? PJ Tucker was like, "Hey, enough." He's like, enough. Stop. Why are you acting like you're not bigger than everybody?
It's crazy.
There's 3 people that fall the most in the NBA, and they're all big men: Mitchell Robinson, Anthony Davis, and Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid is still the king.
Joel Embiid. The dude put a thing on Twitter. He felt like 8 times. That was just from one game.
PJ, what did you go over and tell Joel Embiid?
Man, look here. He's 7'1", 280, and he flopping like dominoes that been set up for some kind of stunt. We can't have that. You're 7'1", 280.
Doc Rivers, what did you think about PJ going over to Joel?
Look. PJ's always been a leader. His importance don't always show up on the stat sheet, but everybody need one of them guys. PJ's that for us. I did have to take his ass out the game at the end of the game because he wasn't scoring, though. He did. Hey, as much as he loved PJ, when the score got tight, PJ was out.
Cats get a big one yesterday. We'll hear from Paul Maurice, Sergei Bobrovsky after the win after this. right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM.
This camera doesn't work very well.
Yeah, it's doing some weird stuff on you. I don't know what's going on there. We're streaming live, YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM, Odyssey app. You hear the music. It's time to get a little cat talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of... You're up 3-0.
Is this
Florida Panthers?
Before this series started, before both teams started the playoffs, are you more shocked by what the Heat are doing and have done, or more shocked by what the Panthers have done?
Panthers.
Yeah.
Panthers. I told you about the Heat. Walked right into it. Walked right into it. Didn't even see it. That was like a
head kick.
Yeah. Just didn't even see it coming, dude.
Point for Tobin.
What? Like, you can't never, like, it's like doing the show with him is like walking through a minefield.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you could just be innocently walking through a field. Boom! Gone.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Because I was trying to have just a conversation.
Yeah.
You had
a
good topic.
Fun conversation, a good topic. And it's all about Tobin.
Well, I mean.
By the way, we had enough of cold weathers in the golf place saying it's all in the hips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, that was cute for one, but now they're doing it with other people.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, let's get to some Cats win yesterday in overtime. Can you? I'm sorry, I'm springing this on you, Vlad. Do you have the call from Plagans last night? I only heard it on Twitter. I want to hear it in my headphones. I want to hear Doug Plagans at the game winner last night as the Cats go to OT 2-2, and then Sam Reinhart game winner.
Reinhart here on the near wing. Backpedals a bit towards center, then heads in over the Toronto line, up the right side, a long shot wide. Rims around, Anton Lundell down behind the net. Reinhart wraps it around, he scores! Sam Reinhart, the overtime winner! And the Panthers take a 3-0 lead in this series against Toronto. 3-2 the final. Sam Reinhart ends it tonight here at FLA Live Arena. And the Panthers have taken a 3-0 lead.
Spring has turned to winter, and the Leafs are wilting and falling off the trees as Sam Reinhart ends it for the Florida Panthers on a wraparound behind the net.
Damn.
Can I just say this?
Plagans and Billy Lindsay.
Can I just say this? You can never do that job.
Me?
Yeah.
I think
because
fine.
you tried too much of a homer? No, he tried too hard for that one-liner, that you know. Leaf? Yeah, and end up getting fired.
I tried a couple of those when I was doing Heat pregame for a little bit when I was filling in on that.
You tried some lines? You're not Tommy. Tommy's unbelievable.
Oh, nobody's Tommy.
Nobody's
Tommy. Greatest monologue in radio. But what did I have? I told
Did they give you the look that I give you?
Yeah, I told Jason Jackson. I think it was a preseason game I was filling in on, and I said, "Yeah, the Heat right now, looking refreshing, Jax. You got your Struce juice, but I got to crack open a nice cold can of Heat cola for Nikola
-1.
You're embarrassing the show.
No wonder they picked Solana.
Bum.
Oh man, let's hear from Paul Maurice. Paul Maurice on why Sam Reinhart's game winner was so impressive. Here's the Panthers head coach. There's just something like the release of playoff hockey, because you just feel so on edge When you're just like next goal wins.
Especially because the game moves so fast that you can be on your end trying to score or trying to defend, and then you're on the other side of the ice real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you got to pay attention because the shots, people standing in front, you don't know if it's deflected, you can't tell. And a lot of times, you ever hit it? I've seen a goal scored and a puck hit the back pipe and pop out. I didn't even know it was a goal.
Yeah.
So
this is a lot of fun. Here was more Paul Maurice on how he felt the moment the goal went in. Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers one. I think sorry about the format on those. I think the format's why some guys on the video couldn't hear it, but here's Paul Maurice on Sam Ryder. Here's what he said. It is awesome. For the video audience who couldn't hear those.
I mean, if you have a guy who said if you admit could be a frontline player and he's playing on the third line,
yeah,
then that means you have depth.
Yep.
Is that basically what he's saying? It's not good for the player. It's the same thing. I mean, we all know that Tyler Hero deserves a starting job, but he's better for this team off with that second group.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And so I was always under pressure. I think of it this way. You fight for that starting job because you want to show that you deserve to be paid like a star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But once the Heat pay you the max anyway, the most they can give you, at that point, you can almost have to accept what's best for the team because they've already compensated you for being a starter.
Let's hear a little bit from Sergei Bobrovsky talking about it was a great effort to go up 3-0.
A big win for us, definitely. I thought team played great, but we don't really think about the series. We approach it as one period at a time, one game at a time, one shift at a time. So it's a big win. Again, it was a tight game. I thought guys put a great effort together. They would defend well, and it was a big win for us.
You know what that is?
You know what I heard?
That's gonna.
You know what I heard?
What?
And Tobin wasn't here to bother me.
Why are you
I can relax?
Well, this is not fair. How did it go from I'm the only guy in town who liked him to now all of a sudden my absence is the reason for his success?
You want me to tell you why?
Yeah.
You want me to
It's not fair.
You want me to tell you why this is true?
Why?
As a guy who does what we do, we like to look at things and take them for what they are, explain them to the people, right? And I'm going to just say, it is ironic, some would say, that every time you talk to Bob, he then follows it up with a slump.
Well, I'm not going to talk to him.
He's got to shake. He's got to go get he got to go get a shot like COVID.
It's not fair.
To get you out of his system.
It's not fair. It's
really?
Not fair. It's not
kinda
fair.
true.
I'm the
Is
only
it
guy
not?
who backed him.
Wait.
I'm the only guy who backed him.
Okay. You backed him, but is anything I'm saying wrong?
Well, I mean, we could try it. I could go talk to him.
No,
we don't want you.
That's like if your team's
What
on
if
if your team's on the run and you're sitting on the couch, you hold it.
If there's a
you hold it.
If there's a sweepskis, we got time. We got time to the conference finals.
No,
No.
Remember, you've been labeled Musha T. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a fair label.
Why not?
It's an accurate.
Why
I
not?
don't think it is.
Why not?
My last interview with him was 4 months ago.
It wasn't 4 months ago.
It was a long time ago.
No, it wasn't that long,
dude.
And then the second you did the interview with him, mush mouth.
It's not fair.
He played terrible. And then they put Lion in, and Lion went on the run. And then everybody's like, no, leave
Sounds
Lion
like
in
you're
because-
welcome. Lion was a big reason they made the playoffs. Sounds like I'm the catalyst, if anything.
-1.
You trying to reverse mush?
Yeah, he did. That's what he just
trying
tried.
to do a reverse mush.
He's the
What are you
catalyst.
doing? Don't point the finger elsewhere. No.
How do you spell catalyst? Need those cats.
-1.
One more from Bob. He said the building was crazy last night.
It's tough to say, as I said, I approach it one game at a time. In the playoff hockey, everything could happen, and you just have to stay focused and humble and prepare to win the moment, kind of. Again, I want to thank God for this situation. I appreciate for this environment we had. Like, building was crazy. It was so fun to play hockey, and I'm just happy to be here and play playoff hockey.
Steve says Tobin shouldn't even be allowed to go to Sawgrass Mills Mall.
I know, dude.
So I can't even go to a game?
I'm telling you, you're like Hancock when he gets closer to
This is not fair.
What's her name? What's that beautiful lady name?
Oh, she's Australian too.
No,
South
South
African.
African. Geez, what's her name? That's Sean Penn's ex-girlfriend.
No way.
Yeah, he did. Charlize Theron. Bang.
Right. So when Will Smith and her would get close together because they're samesies, they would lose their powers. That's you and Bob. Right? Every time we get close to him, we
powers?
Wait, we haven't quite. We have a crew right now working on the perimeter to what distance is safe.
Look,
where Bob will lose it is.
I'm going to tell you something
right now. I think it's about 8
I don't like what you're doing. I don't like what you're doing.
I think it's about 7 to 8
No,
miles.
I don't like what you're doing. I'm going to say I am not.
Wait,
hold on.
he gave up a goal and you drove by him on the Sawgrass.
No, I don't like what you're doing. I don't believe that.
Where were you at 6:48 last night?
I was at a chorus concert, very far away. Very far.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
but
every time Bob scores, some people gonna start tweeting, "Where's Tobin?"
Yeah, he gave up a goal pretty quick.
I don't like what you're doing. I
I
don't like what you guys are doing. I'm not Musha T. Okay,
Yes, you
I'm not Musha T. I don't like this.
Wait,
and
so
I just want to say,
give us information.
No, I'll tell you something.
What?
I'm not going to interview him because I don't. Even though I don't feel that I am to blame, I don't want to be in a position where people are blaming me. So I will wait until he hoists Lord Stanley. But I don't like this. I just want on the record that I don't like this.
Hey, so give us an ulterior.
No, I'm not going to do an ulterior. I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to talk to him.
I'm just saying. Is it?
He had one bad stint this year where the stats really went off the.
It came right after you talked to him.
Technically, it did come right after I talked to him.
The virus wore off and he got better. I'm just saying. Like.
Steve says, just stay out of Sunrise. That's the perimeter.
Yeah, Sunrise.
Give us a weather update here, man, from the Desmond & Dover Law Firm, your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Planes going from right to left, so that means that the winds are out of the east at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting a little bit. I see a couple of little palm trees sagging a little bit. And it's about 83 degrees.
There you go. I love seeing everybody together too, by the way. I love McCochin at the Heat game. I love UD, Strus, and Gabe Vincent at the Panthers game.
Playoff sports, everybody like it.
It's fun, man.
It's fun.
This thing
Hockey is unlike any other sport in that you're never really out of it. Things can happen really quick.
Right.
Whereas basketball, you can go on a run, but it's going to be,
the thing that feels different, though, I will say. I mean, like, first of all, it was crazy. They lost that Samson off yesterday. These leagues, they're taking out their own guys.
Did you?
Whoa!
I
was
there.
Okay, so I was there, right?
Hey.
So when we saw it, we're like, "Oh, what happened to him?" Right?
He didn't really get hit in the head.
No. It was no head. Oh, it was. I mean,
you got joke.
Some people might refer to that, but when you saw the replay, he got his genital area hit the post.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what. But it was from reverse. You know what I mean?
So it was like a scoop from behind.
It's a tough
this
one.
way.
Yeah.
Like this way.
Very vulnerable position.
Yeah.
Oh, so where your boys are just like,
but yeah, because
hey, play. interesting concept here. They wear cups.
I don't know.
Still, though.
What?
I
Does
don't
a goalie
know,
wear a cup?
Leroy.
What?
Leroy, you
ask
ever
Bob?
slip?
Could you imagine getting hit?
But
What-
imagine getting pushed and
Well,
you're not knowing what's
right.
behind
And
you.
then
and then you're like, in that position.
But you still, I think they wear cups.
Well, whatever.
You got to wear a cup, man. That pup.
I'll
that
ask
pup.
Bob.
Yeah. No, you won't. Ask anybody.
Take a quick break. Get back into the heat. They win yesterday. They win on Saturday. Looking to make it a 3-1 lead tonight. A death grip on this series. We'll get back into it after this. 560 WQAM. Give you some quick headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford. We know trucks. The Miami Heat continue their series against the Knicks tonight. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Tip-off set for 7:30. That game can be watched on TNT. Can be heard right here on 560 WQAM. So at 6:15 pre-Heat, Solana will get you going. The Heat, of course, won Game 3 on Saturday, 105-86. Jimmy buckets, 28 points. Bam Adebayo, 17 points, 12 rebounds. And Max Strus. Max Strus is he's on a run right now, dude. The one thing, we're talking about money. Max Strus gave Vincent making themselves a whole lot of money this offseason. So
nope. Here's what's gonna happen. Telling you right now.
How are you gonna tell me immediately? Nope. They're gonna make a lot of money.
No, I know, but just how they're gonna stay with the Heat.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't say they were staying with the Heat. I just said they're gonna make a lot of money.
You think they get the Duncan contract?
I don't know.
No.
Doesn't price go up after a couple of years?
Huh?
Price go up after a couple of years? Like, if you don't think Max Strus is like, listen, you gave this guy 90.
But here's what I would say. At the time, when they gave him that contract, he was one trick pony. Right? So going into this now, when you look at Gabe and you look at Strus, they have expanded what they can do on the basketball court. So it makes it a little different.
I think it's going to be interesting because you have somewhere between Duncan Robinson making $20 million a year and you have Caleb Martin who's making $6 million a year. Like, they want to try and find it, but I think
of the three are here. Let me give you 3 names. I'm like doing this today.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, Strus, Gabe. Who's the most important that they keep?
Well, Caleb's under contract. He's not. He's
okay.
He's
all
good.
Right. So if you could pick one, Strus or Gabe, I would have to say you keep Gabe, ball handler.
I don't like to pick. I like them both. I don't want to get rid of anybody.
Hey,
you know, let
me tell you what the team. Let me tell you what the Heat gonna say.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Let me speak for the Heat. I'm gonna be the Heat. You know, at the end of every year, and this is the Spo. I'm gonna sit like Spo. Leans into the mic. You know, at the end of the year, we have discussions and we got to make some hard decisions. We definitely don't want to get rid of a lot of these guys that we helped develop. But
this is the thing right now. I don't want to talk about this because
you brought it up.
No, I just said they're going to make a whole lot of money.
You brought it up.
I just said they're going to make a whole lot of money.
You brought it up.
No, you brought it up. You brought
money in the players. You brought money in the future free agents.
I'm just happy for
money and a bunch of free agents.
Gabe Vincent going to be handsome. He's going to be rich.
You brought it up, not me. I wasn't even thinking about contract.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sitting next to a Knicks fan, right? Which very quiet the entire game. But he was like, he goes, what do you guys think? You're going to get Dame Dollars? And I'm like, it's Dollar. Okay, first of all. And second of all,
you know what?
And second of all,
wait a minute. Wait, is this amazing? Mr. Church is talking about correcting somebody's speech.
I'm saying. Yeah. But he got really annoyed with me because I said, I don't want to talk about this right now. Task at hand. Because he wants to sit there. He wants to talk about the Knicks getting Greek Freak. And I'm like, that's what you guys are focused on, getting Greek Freak? Because Wendy said something last week.
Wait a minute. You said the same thing last week as well.
What did I say?
You said, I'm hearing rumors that Giannis, after 2 years, he wants.
I was just mentioning what they were mentioning. But the thing that Windhorst actually said was that the Knicks are 3% focused on Milwaukee. And the Knicks fans are going crazy thinking about Giannis. I'm like, yeah, you should, because you want to know something? This series, not for you guys. Not for you guys. It's not. You guys can tell. You guys see what RJ Barrett, shell of himself. Julius Randle, shook. Jalen Brunson, one trick pony. Tibbs getting coach circles around him.
I'm really
Mitchell Robinson. You guys remember that?
I'm really starting to get a feel for it. And you are a DL trash talker. Like he tries to hide behind stories to talk trash to the Knicks.
No.
So in the last 2 minutes, the story that you told, all it did was trash Knicks fans.
Yeah. I'm waiting for what the Dame Dollar.
So he's like, you want to? I'm like, task at hand. I'm thinking about Dame Dollar right now. I'll talk about Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar. What a great thing it would be to have Damian Lillard on the Heat. What else right now? I'm worried about this run right now, dude. That's what I'm worried about.
You are a liar.
Nope. That's it.
Are you
I don't
kidding me?
I have not thought about Wales. I haven't
Dude.
even I haven't put up a trade machine, fodder, rumors. Doesn't interest me.
Now?
Nah. That's because you want to know why? Task at hand. That's why. Look what we're watching. We're watching Jimmy Butler on an all-time run right now, dude.
Can I just say this?
What?
Remember the old task at hand comment.
Why?
Because you're gonna be the first one to be off
when it's time. When it's time, not now. You're not proud of the way Bam responded? Called himself out, and then you know what he did? He dunked it right on Hartenstein's head. Right on his head. Had to sit there, right on his tush, looking at Bam, dunking on him. Mitchell Robinson can't even stay on the floor. He was a demon that game. And Julius Randle. Oh, you're not worried about Bam's one-on-one defense? You should be.
I think Vlad made a very valid point. It all starts and ends with Brunson. If he's not having a good game, it's highly unlikely anybody else will have a good game.
None of them had good games.
But it starts with him.
Yeah.
Good. Start with him.
I didn't say that. Vlad said that. New York Knicks fan. I agree with him.
And I agree with Leroy, what he said earlier today.
Which one?
Always got to focus at the game. The next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't feel confident, though.
The focus is on game 4.
But you can have focus all you want.
Confident.
But how can you be confident?
Because I'm confident.
What are you confident in?
I'm confident in the fact that the Knicks will win game 4.
Why?
Because I know this team can win in Miami. They've proven that so far this season.
Oh, you mean when Julius Randle shoots a basketball out of his ass and it clanks 9 times and goes in?
Yeah, but that was the 3 points of the okay, so maybe that clank of the 46 points he dropped that night on your asses.
Yeah, well, listen, good for you. Hey, very proud that you guys finished with 3 more regular season wins. Hey, the Bucks should have been proud too. Where's their President's Trophy? I'm sure they're thinking about their regular season, good. Hey, congratulations.
See what I mean?
This is it's just a delight.
He's a delight. He's a sneaky back.
Good for you guys.
Sneaky trash talker.
I'm happy. That's why I said
Dylan Brooks of trash talking.
I'm genuinely happy for you guys. I'm genuinely happy for you guys.
He's the guy that is whispering DJ Catalin in his buddy's ear to get his buddy to talk trash while he sits back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's hear from this guy. Hey, Richie. Richie.
Turn off your radio.
Hello, Tobin.
Richie. How are you, buddy?
Tobin, what do you think? I was going to hide?
I had a feeling you'd show up.
Hide on you?
Took you long enough.
All right, Tobin, here. Let me rip my Knicks fans first and my Knicks people, and then I'm going to get to your sorry fans and you, all right, Tobin? Now, listen, Knicks fans, it's pathetic. It's pathetic when you go out there and say, we were tied because of the humidity. Are you kidding me? You go from a damn hotel room to the stadium, to the arena. So we ain't no humidity. When you get your ass kicked, Tobin, you get your ass kicked. And that's what we got.
I appreciate yes.
No, let me finish, Leroy. We got an ass whooping. So our coach, our players, they need to wake up, and our fans. We're going to go back there tonight to Madison Square Garden South and hurt you guys, okay?
Hey, I mean, you were speaking so great, Richie.
I didn't hear a peep out of you guys.
Now you're going to get ripped, both of you. Now listen up, you stinking Heat fans. If you think we're finished, you got another thing coming.
I do think
we're coming there tonight, boots on the ground, beating you. We go 2-2, and we're ready
Tim's
to go
on the
back
ground,
to the
not
Garden,
boots,
all right?
Hey,
Shut your mouth, Leroy.
Hey,
that was Vlad.
That was Vlad. Hey,
Vlad, what's up, my man?
What's good, Richie?
By the way, Richie, I want the same energy when y'all down 3-1 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leroy, I want you to answer that phone, Leroy.
I'm gonna answer it.
We beat your ass, Leroy.
All right.
Hit the bricks, Richie. And by the way, the Knicks very good at hitting bricks.
I appreciate the fact that he came back and he called back.
He took his medicine.
Although
he really just called out his Knicks fans. Which one, by the way?
No,
it wasn't even the Knicks fan. It was Jalen Rose. Can you play Jalen Rose?
Yeah,
I don't even understand this. This is crazy for me.
Was 9. That's been a difference. And also, to you guys' point, Jimmy Butler, the best player for the Miami Heat, got off to a really good start. And Max Strus as well. We talk so much about the nightlife and joke about it in Miami, but also as a role, when you're the road team, you got to pay attention to that weather and that heat because it causes your muscles to have a little It affects the endurance of your muscles and causes tiredness. So if you notice, the Knicks in particular are making shots in the paint, but they're missing shots outside of the paint, in particular from three.
Well, clearly, South Beach is your favorite place.
Heard it all. Oh, man.
If I may.
That's your guy.
As much as I love me some Jalen Rose.
That was terrible.
That was horrible. That might be, well, look, Chuck and Shaq say some dumb things, and they mock and laugh at each other, right? But when a guy mentions humidity and you play indoors, that right there might be the single-handed worst take he's ever given.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
You think?
right now, the AC in this room is so cold. The humidity ain't kicking my ass, but this cold is. Like, what is he talking about?
Look, I just hated the fact, and he's supposed to be
impartial. Supposed to be. And I'm like, even though that entire team has the pom-poms out for the Knicks.
Look, Stephen A, he let you know that.
I know, Stephen A, I'm fine with.
You know,
but even Mike Wilbon was like, oh, down 14, no bigs. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Wilborn is weird. He's a
He
Phoenix
hates the
fan.
Heat.
He's
He
a
hates
Phoenix
the Heat.
fan. Yeah.
Here's the problem, though. You can't be excited about a comeback with a team who can't score. They haven't scored well all year.
No, we scored it better. We scored all year. It's just in the playoffs.
You haven't scored in the playoffs.
Your average during the year was what, 20-something?
Yeah, but we were scoring over 100 points easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
Pull up your average. Dude, I don't think you
Forget about averages. The Heat were the worst scoring team in the league. They're scoring 120 a game. This is a different season. Enough regular season. Enough.
I know.
Stop going back to the regular season. It's over.
Hey, you gonna get it?
You want to know the best?
Y'all gonna get it within the next two games?
You guys gave your regular season award. You gave it to Joel Embiid. All right, the guy's huffing and puffing by the time the fourth quarter rolls around. Can't stay on his feet. All right,
Knicks averaged 116 points this season, bro. We were
11th.
Really?
Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not hitting baskets right now. That's it.
Maybe it's the defense across from you.
I don't think it's the defense. We're just
Really?
we're missing shots. The defense is good, but we're missing shots.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is, the Heat was like, we're not letting you in the paint. From game one, Spoelstra's like, what the game plan is.
Exactly what you should do against this team.
Go to the paint.
Who on that Knicks team do you like? I guess Jalen, but like, who are you really scared of? Like, who is their guy? You're like, oh no,
There's
this
no
guy's got it
outside
going
threat.
tonight.
There's no outside threat.
There's
Like,
not.
we're not putting Frenchie in. We're not putting Evan Fournier in.
They actually might, because no quickly. So it might have.
It's
I could. Well, he's doubtful. I'm just guessing.
People get.
But they were
doubtful.
talking about Derrick Rose and Evan Fournier. Like they may have to
Hey,
go that well. Which,
one
by
of
the way,
the biggest shocks of my year
was seeing Derrick Rose.
was seeing Derrick Rose on the sidelines of the New York Knicks.
Pretty crazy. He loves Tibbs.
Or Tibbs loves him.
Right. It's like Tibbs always needs somebody from the 11 Bulls around him.
Oh my God, we
It's
had Taj Gibson's
He
old
loves
ass for
Taj
like
Gibson.
3 years, man. Made no damn sense.
Taj Gibson.
Tibbs, you know what? I'm gonna keep it honest with you, okay? Tibbs screwed up this whole thing, okay? He put Josh Hart in. He's been waiting to put Josh Hart in the starting lineup, but Josh Hart really played well with the bench, and he has no patience for the bench right now.
Well, here's the thing. That's the same thing I would say about Tyler Hero.
Yeah, well, Tyler Hero's hurt.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
He should have gone back to the regular rotation. Grimes needs to start.
Well,
fine.
look, I told you guys this entire season, this was setting up to be Kevin Love and Kyle Lowry time
What?
in the playoffs.
Entire
I told you
season?
the entire season. I told
Slow
you
down.
all you need is a little veteran savvy from Kevin Love
Entire
and
season.
Kyle Lowry.
Time
Those are
out.
my guys.
Wait a minute.
Those are my guys.
You know how you know he's lying?
his
Kevin
lips are
Love
moving.
came during the Kevin Love came during the
As
second
soon
half
as he
of the
got
season.
here, everybody was like, this is the perfect fit next to Bam. Now, it took a little tinkering, but you know what?
-1.
Spo gets into his workshop, and then all of a sudden, bang, it comes together. And now look what you got. Kevin Love, outlet passes galore, rebounds, shot making, and Kyle. Listen, when we got into that argument last week about better team this year, last year, Kyle Lowry's a big factor of that. Kyle Lowry was their big swing last year offense. He didn't give him anything in the playoffs because he was hurt. Now Kyle Lowry's got a little something to him. Got a little something to him, Leroy. Little QB action. Keeps everything in motion. I told you.
You're the worst.
You're like Johnny Cochran, man. You're like Johnny Cochran.
I'm telling you, we don't need to go to Vegas to see David Blaine. We got our own magician right here.
How you make things disappear?
How you manipulate things in and out of situations?
It's my guy.
Right.
Take a break. Back after this. WQAM. Hey, if you guys want to go to the SoFlo Boat Show, taking place at Miami Marine Stadium, May 19th through the 21st, we've got you a chance to win a 4-pack, and we're going to do it right now, Leroy. Right now, dude. Caller number 6 to 305-567-0560. Caller 6 to 305-567-0560 gets a 4-pack of tickets to the SoFlo Boat Show coming your way May 19th through the 21st. Caller 6 will get a 4-pack of tickets. We got a pair of 4-pack of tickets to give away all week long. So check that on. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
How you feeling this morning?
Better than last week, I will say.
Didn't so you didn't go hard for Cinco de Mayo weekend?
No.
All right.
If the Mexicans don't celebrate it, then why should I?
Yeah, good point. I don't know. They don't celebrate it?
They don't actually. But
It seemed
my cousin.
It seemed like at the Canelo fight they were having a pretty damn good time.
No, they don't celebrate it. But my cousin, who's part Mexican, but she's more Mexican than she is Cuban, she did come over and make some tacos for us.
Very cool.
Yep.
Very
nice.
cool. Leroy, do you think that Julius Randle stopped at some point this weekend having nightmares about Cody Zeller?
I don't think he was bothered by
I think
Cody
you're wrong.
Zeller.
I think you're wrong, dude. I think that's
Really?
a bothered guy right there. You know who was unbothered? Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was unbothered by it because he was out here
dancing,
spinning it. You bring up the video of Jimmy Butler, J-Fig, because this dude is just so unbothered by all these shenanigans while this is happening. Spinning the basketball. Cody Zeller, meanwhile, is just like hanging. This guy's in such a zone right now. You can't phase Jimmy Butler, Leroy. Incredible what we're watching with him. And this is coming afterwards where he's just like, I don't even know if I was that good. I don't know if I was in my prime spots. That's what's impressive about it, you know? Still always reaching for something. What? Why are you exhausted? I don't understand. What's the problem? Why aren't you having fun, baby?
I'm having fun.
I don't think you
Look,
are.
Jimmy's having fun. You should have fun.
Yeah, I am having fun.
Jimmy's having a party
I'm
right
just
now.
like, you think that Cody Zeller could get in Julius Randle's head?
I don't have to think it. We all saw it. This isn't one of those theories that I have right now. I saw Cody Zeller get into his head. I think a lot of things got into his head. I think Bam got into his head. You know? Now everybody's sitting here and they're like, Randle, is he going to come together for? I don't know. Will he? Maybe Jalen Brunson will have a heater tonight. I'd be surprised. I just think that the Heat are a better team. I do.
I can't dispute that.
Everybody's out here.
I'm not.
And when I say everybody, I'm talking about the national media. You know, they looked at this Knicks team and they have a lot of hope for them because they're good business. I get it. But I think even the Knicks fan would acknowledge, like, look, you've had a successful season, been a nice season. You don't really have aspirations you're going to do anything. Get out of here. Jimmy Butler, he's been right on that edge. This is his playpen. He loves this time of year. There's something about him, Leroy. There's something about him. This was Bam after the game on Jimmy, saying he's just in this.
I mean, right now he's on his run right now. He's playing at all-time high, and you know the thing about it is just giving him open space. You know, once he's one-on-one with a big, I feel like it's either a bucket or a foul. So, you know, my job is easy: make sure he gets open.
They really cannot guard him clean, and he's just so good at that.
He's very aware of when the double team is coming, when they try to double him.
He's dicing them up.
He gives them a preemptive double move.
Yep.
Whereas he either goes at one guy or gets rid of the ball and then gets it back. So he's not only playing great basketball, but he's making good, sound decisions with the basketball and on the offensive end. So that's a hard combination, especially when the player's really good.
Kevin Love compared him to LeBron after the game. He did. Play with him. Said playoff Jimmy reminds him of LeBron. Oh, he didn't mention LeBron's name. It's like, somebody I played with.
First of all,
he played with Kyrie.
Stop.
I don't think he was referring to Kyrie.
I
don't think he was referring to Kyrie. Something tells me I don't think
saying
he was
he really thinks him and K Love and LeBron are samesies?
That's what he said. K Love said.
You believe that? You honestly believe that?
Nobody forced him to say it.
You believe that?
Nobody forced him to say it.
Oh my!
Nobody forced him to say it.
I'm not even. So let me get this straight. We are comparing. Who are we comparing?
Jimmy Butler, playoff
Butler,
Jimmy.
Playoff Jimmy to
This
LeBron.
is what he's watching right now. Reminds him of LeBron. Why does that get discouraging? Jimmy Butler is playing like the best player in basketball right now.
Yeah.
Why is that such a knock? He's not saying that he's LeBron in history. He's not saying the resume stack up.
You
He's
certainly
just
acting like it though.
Well, you know,
See what
he's
I'm
lucky
saying?
Goran Dragic got hurt.
See, this is the amazing thing about you. You insinuate.
I'm not insinuating.
And you make comments until you get called out on it, and then you say,
But that's not what I'm insinuating.
And then you got your backup story is I never said that.
I didn't say that though. Kevin Love did.
We know what you meant though.
Kevin
Clown.
Love. No.
We know what you meant.
Why? Why are you getting upset about Kevin Love's opinion? What's wrong with that? You wouldn't say that he's doing some LeBron-esque stuff?
Because you just put it on the table as your own.
I was thinking about this.
After the fact, after you got caught, you say, "Oh no, I didn't say it." Kevin Love.
Well, he did. He did.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Kevin
you
Love is
didn't
an
say-
expert.
Why you didn't lead with that?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Why didn't you lead?
My
with-
literal lead was Kevin Love said after the game.
No,
that,
you didn't. That
that's
wasn't
literally
your
what I
lead.
just said.
That's not
literally what I
that's
said.
just now. But we've been talking about this beforehand. You never brought up the Kevin Love comment.
No, and then,
until after
got
I
a lot
got
of stuff to get to.
and then you said compared him to LeBron James, and then you go say, well, he didn't even mention LeBron's name.
Well, because we know.
Wait, so
Wait.
why are you making all these assumptions, but not an assumption
Who's he
that
referring
maybe
to?
you're
J.R.
making?
Smith?
You haven't made the assumption that maybe you're assuming the wrong thing
I'm
about
not
this
assuming the wrong
conversation.
thing. I'm not assuming
Right,
the wrong thing.
but
I'm not assuming the wrong thing.
but no, you're the only one that can do that.
Who do you think he's referring to then? When he says, reminds me of somebody that I had another a great player that I had a lot of playoff experience with. Who do you think he's talking about? Spida? Well, no, because he didn't play in the playoffs with Spida. Darius Garland? No, who is he referring to, Leroy? You tell me.
Did he say the name?
No.
Okay. Then aren't we jumping to conclusions?
No, I think what we're doing is you don't like the fact that somebody is comparing somebody to your precious LeBron. And
LeBron, wait a minute.
He's referring
Hold
to
up.
J.R. Smith.
Let me say this. Okay. You guys are not ever going to get me in being around to witness the things that I've witnessed in sports. And one of those things is a record that has nobody ever thought was going to be broken.
Okay.
Was broken.
Nobody's
in the
saying-
scoring
no,
title.
But he didn't. I'm not comparing resumes. I'm
Okay.
saying the way he's playing right now, the level of basketball Jimmy Butler's playing right now is, yeah, I would say it's as good as LeBron ever played with the Heat in the playoffs. It is.
Yeah, but LeBron didn't have D Wade and Bosch.
No, Jimmy didn't.
I mean, Jimmy did.
Yeah.
So there's more pressure on him to score.
I understand, but
that's what I'm saying.
But I'm not talking about teammates. Obviously, the big three, he was a better team.
Right.
Duh.
Oh, unless he's comparing him to the 2018 Cavaliers that he was part of, that LeBron carried. Bunch of bumps.
Well, he can include himself in those bums.
Yeah.
It's like a cell phone.
Wait a minute. Nobody.
Now I
Somebody
gotta-
need to have a serious
So now I got to get the
conversation
quote. Now I have to get the quote from you because you're not gonna let this go.
No, you. First of all,
I'm not lying.
you presented.
I'm not
this
lying.
About what?
What Kevin Love said.
Did he mention LeBron?
Not by name,
Okay.
but it's understood.
Why can't nobody? You the only one that can make assumptions.
It's just understood.
No, you're the only one that can make assumptions.
I'm not assuming. It's obvious.
No, because
It's
you
quite
have said
obvious.
that. You have said to me on numerous occasions.
It's like when
did I say that?
It's like when
did I say that?
when- it's
That's
like-
not what I said.
It's like when
I didn't
no.
say that.
It's like when Spo says the same thing and he goes, "Well, he reminds me of another person that we had." It's like, oh, he's obviously talking about Dwayne. Like that's what he's doing. It's obvious.
But why don't they just say it?
I don't know. You ask them. I'm not gonna put a gun to their head. And
So
say,
they could do exactly
say
what
the name,
wait,
Kevin.
So they could do.
Say
Wait,
LeBron.
you want me to tell you why they don't say the name, Vlad? So they could do exactly what Tobin is doing. Backtrack
and dance
and
around it.
dance around it.
Look, task at hand. Task at hand.
By the way, throw that. Can you throw that out of your
You have
vocabulary?
a one task at hand saying as per segment. You can't
Yeah.
say that's it.
I'm gonna
You
say
can't
this
put
right
a
now. I'm
quota.
gonna say this right now.
I'm putting
Task
a
at hand.
quota on
Task
you.
at hand. If Jimmy Butler wins a championship this year, it's a better run than LeBron's. Task at hand, though.
Why are you moving?
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
I don't want to dwell on it too much because we got stuff to take care of tonight. I'm just saying, if he does, task at hand. I said what I said.
Better than the 4 final run. 4 years in a row.
LeBron went to 10 finals in a row.
Yeah, but 4 with you guys and won 2.
Well,
and it's better than and if
task at hand.
Is it because they're asking more of Jimmy than they did LeBron?
I don't want to get too deep into this because task at hand, but yes.
So when do you want to get deep in this?
Well, when it's an actual conversation now, but it's just, we were on the frills of it. And, I don't want to get too deep. We got to take care of business tonight. We got to go 3-1.
You guys need 10 more wins, all right?
Yeah.
And you're already, oh my God.
This is my same thing. When he got furious with me last week about saying that this year's team is better than last year's team. And he wanted to punch me right in the face.
How can you say?
Because wait, here's what old Dum Dum fails to tell you. I asked him this because I've asked him this before. I've asked him about a number of teams down here. Is it possible for the Panthers to be better even though they didn't win as many games? Right? He goes, that's ridiculous. Right? That's ridiculous. I'm like, but you can be better because everybody else's team is getting better and different too.
Mm-hmm.
But they have been playing better playoff hockey this year.
So we're on the same page.
No. That's you know what that's the equivalent to?
Mm-hmm.
I know I am, but what are you? I know you are, but what am I? When a kid just says that,
I'm not going to bring this up again. I just want to.
Yes, you will.
I'm not going to bring it up again.
Yes, you
but
will.
I'm just going to tell you this is how I feel in my heart.
So you're not going to bring it up again, right?
I'm not going to bring it up again.
You know
we
why
got
he
to take care of
says
the
that?
Knicks.
You know why he says that?
Why?
Okay. When I say that they don't win the title, he never said it.
No. I've said it because there's a caveat. They got to win, but task at hand. But if they do, I really feel that way.
But if they don't,
well, I mean, obviously winning matters. I'm not one of these people that says the results don't matter. Obviously, the results matter. He has to get one. But if he gets one, we have to have some uncomfortable conversations.
I have an uncomfortable conversation for you since you want to, because I know, you still upset with LeBron leaving. If Jimmy wins a title this season with this team, right? Is it better than the 06 final win? He doesn't have a shock.
because it's the first one.
He doesn't have a shock.
No, I don't think he can top
He
Dwayne.
doesn't have a Zoe.
Nobody's ever going to top Dwayne. Dwayne's the reason we have Jimmy. Dwayne's the reason we have everything good.
Dwayne's the reason why you have LeBron. You had LeBron.
You're right. No one is ever going to top Dwayne.
So the first title is always going to be the one.
Yes. But this title, like the next title, should it be this year? And task at hand. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. I said what I said. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting live Done. This is where sports lives in South Florida. WQAM Miami, WPOW HD2 Miami, WKIS HD2 Boca Raton, the home of the Miami Heat, Miami Hurricanes, Florida Panthers, and Inter Miami.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
An Odyssey station.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? Can I better shake that thing?
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. You want to stay connected with our show every day? Give us a follow on the Odyssey app for easy access to clips. You guys can get us on demand. Download the Odyssey app and give us a follow. It says give Joe Rose a follow. Hey, Glenn, why don't you put us in the lineup, dude? By the way, you guys can also watch us on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM.
Who brought a snowblower to work?
What do you mean?
I'm freezing.
Dude, I thought you were hiding your head in shame because you're just mad at me.
No.
Oh, you're genuinely just cold.
Too. I was like, what happened during break?
Good. I thought you were just upset because of the whole conversation that we were just having.
No, I'm used to that. What are you talking about?
So you're saying it's actually cold in that room?
He said, frustration and anger is part of the job.
That's fair. I do have the clip from Kevin Love though, just so you know I'm not making it up. I don't want it, so I'll let you be the judge, and then I want to put it away because I don't want to talk about this anymore about Jimmy Butler passing LeBron in Heat legacy. I don't want to do it anymore. But here's Kevin Love.
What has it been like being able for you just watching? Looks. What has it been like just being able for you just watching playoff Jimmy up close with those watching?
Reminds me of another player that I played with for several years. So it's an amazing thing to watch. Like I said, he leads us. He sets the tone for us every single night. And it's just a beautiful thing to be a part of. He's leading us right now.
He does, Kevin. Take us there. What? Dude,
you get way too excited about minutia.
I do like minutia. That's fair.
Right.
I think if you were to say like what is one of Tobin's favorite meals, minutia's up there.
I'll be able to enjoy my favorite meal Wednesday. When they play Wednesday?
You got Wednesday. Wednesday could be closeout day.
Wednesday could be
closeout day. Could be closeout day.
Vlad. I'm gonna say
could be a closeout sale.
I'm gonna say this to you.
We'll be 2-2 tonight.
Oh, okay. You ain't saying that with the same enthusiasm as game.
Definitely not. I will say the enthusiasm from Vlad from the series being set to now is just
like, wait, no. He had enthusiasm spike after game 2.
No, I'm the same way after.
I don't even feel like Tui was that enthusiastic because he knew he's like, we gotta go with one. Scott Foster. But like, your enthusiasm from like, because look, I'll tell you how to do the show tomorrow if the Heat lose. I'll be like, cares?
I already exactly.
You already like I already know how to react to it, but it's not going to happen because I genuinely just don't think they're on the same level. These teams, but your confidence level from the time the series was set to now is night and day, dude. Which I understand.
We're not playing well right now.
I would be disappointed in the way you guys are playing too. But I'm also very happy in the way the Heat are playing. Jimmy Butler.
You should be. You're up 2-1. But guess what? It's one game. One game. We win game.
Yeah, but that
4.
Hartenstein nonsense. I'm glad Bam put a stop to that because that was ridiculous.
All right. Y'all feeling yourselves? Go ahead.
Out here with his intangibles. Ridiculous.
It'll be 2-2 tonight.
I don't think so. In fact, I'm feeling smells like 3-point barrage tonight, Leroy. It smells like a Gabe Vincent, smells like a Kevin Love, smells like a Max Strus. Jalen Rose might want to get an umbrella because it might actually be raining in the Kaseya Center tonight. 3 balls, dude. You are so cold right now. Get it together, dude. Come on.
He's like the Knicks right now, shooting from the outside.
Hey, I was running around and I had them big ass shoulder pads on. Right now, I'm just sitting and like. I mean, I don't understand. When everybody was saying it was hot, I was comfortable.
I was too.
And now it went to like snowblower.
Well, I think I like this better though.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm fat.
Point for Tobin.
That was a preemptive strike on yourself.
Did he really just say that?
That's what Romberg used to say. He said, "Fat guy friendly weather." It's true.
Was it really that cold in there?
Yes.
It's nice.
It's
in
nice.
Here, man.
Man. It's
They
beautiful.
finally fixed it?
Oh, did they ever?
What are you talking about?
Wow. It was like a sauna in there.
I tell you what I'm going to do tonight though.
Wait, no. A what?
Excuse me.
I don't know.
No.
You say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Sauna.
She tried to. What was that extra sow cow?
Because that's how
Sauna.
hot it was in there.
Sauna.
Okay. I was sweating in there always.
Well, it's cool.
Good.
Very
Now
cool.
it's freezing.
As it should be.
No.
It's summertime, Leroy.
Yeah, well, you don't need to be.
Well, spring, but it's hot. It's hot outside.
It's spring. When does summer start? June, right?
I think I think spring's like April. No.
We're
March,
still in
right?
spring.
Yeah,
Summer
we're still in
doesn't start
spring.
till June. But
June, yeah.
it's South Florida. It's pretty much
It'll
spring
be
and summer all the
officially
time.
summer when the Heat are having a
Eliminated.
parade down Biscayne Boulevard.
I was getting ready to say you ain't pointing down north down this street.
Yeah. 560, you're on the air. What's your name?
Yo.
Hey, Chapo.
Hey, Tobes. How's it going?
It's pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It's going great. Fig, how we doing? Leroy, how we doing?
Hey,
Vlad.
Chapo.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, man. How you doing?
I don't think he's doing that.
Doing good, doing good. Hey, listen, real quick. I'm not even calling to talk trash to Vlad today. I just want to call and say, Jeff, John, whatever his name is, want to talk trash about to go Biamonte. He can go to hell. Heat in 5. Let's go.
I really think that Mike Biamonte, I'm glad that he stood up for himself, and he really just, dismissed John Hollinger in a mere tweet.
But I'm like, of all the things to talk about, have you ever left the game and said that PA announcer was garbage?
No.
Never.
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 Who's not give me a Heat fan who's not exactly happy when Mike Biamonte says stand up. Like when you get the goosies, like they start playing the music, he's got the thing, they got the cam on him. I'm hyped. John Hollinger's sitting here, stats. That's just how I imagine his life. He's cranky. Numbers.
This guy's a ball.
Exactly, Mike. Take a quick break. Back with more after this.
WQ
a.m. Take up till 2 o'clock. Play a little all right or no to close things out. Leroy, your camera's pointing at the sky again for some reason. I don't know what's going on there, dude. Fix it. He fixed it. What? It's got like a little whirly. I mean, I think you're tapping it like it's like a. Nope. I don't know what you got here.
Leroy, I have shown you how to do this from your
camera's
computer.
got a mind of its own.
I don't think the camera likes brothers.
Well,
no, I mean it's always us. It's always Leroy and myself. We're having problems with the camera.
It's this camera.
No.
Although J-Fig, you do it when you're in here too. You have to adjust it.
Yeah, but I don't like it like that. I go on the settings in the computer.
Look, we already got him here. I'm not gonna bring the words settings up to Leroy. That's a one way ticket to tune outville.
Upsetting. That's what's gonna lead up to.
Oh man. By the way, I was reading this. We've been talking a lot of Heat, so let me just give a little nod to the Cats here again, real quick. But this Toronto Star, they're mad. And somebody sent me this excerpt from the Toronto Star. It said, the Leafs have let the series slip almost all the way away. And you start to wonder how much getting swept by a 92.8 seed would erase the achievement of topping Tampa Bay. The Leafs are going down with chants from this goofy edge of the Everglades franchise ringing in their ears. And all they have to do to stop the descent game 4 is win on Wednesday. They'll have lots of time to think. Goofy edge of the Everglades franchise, eh? That's not very Canadian.
Hey,
that's not
very
nice.
Canadian.
That's not very nice.
If that's the case, then why y'all all coming down here in the winter?
If it's so goofy down here, why'd you guys want us so bad? Because that's what I heard. You guys were sitting here chanting, "We want Florida." Not going so good for him, J-Fig. Not going so good for the Leafs.
Nope.
Look, I can't even imagine what Wednesday is going to be like because we got steps, but whew, this has been so good. These Panthers, it's like a drug. 6 straight playoff wins.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's a record.
Yep, that is a record. Really, really impressive, man. Bob's playing awesome, and this Paul Maurice. I'm sorry again. That's why I apologize to him.
You did apologize.
I did apologize to him.
And song.
Yep, he deserved it. And you know what? I was sorry that I was so rats off a ship early on because I really dig his vibe, which I realized once he started saying the 2-1 filthy thing. I was like, this guy, there's something about him.
He's very laid back
and intense.
Yeah,
he's like,
I wouldn't want to get his order wrong at a restaurant.
Do you want to hear your apology to Paul Maurice?
You want to see how intense he actually is?
What's Hocus doing here? He's like lingering out there.
What
What sign is he giving? He's giving gang signs.
Yeah.
2-1 filthy.
No, that's the 5-1 filthy.
That's 5-1 filthy.
He was having an issue with the officiating.
Who does?
He was calling out the refs like that.
Sitting here with their, delayed calls and all this nonsense. Tired of it. But these Leafs, I mean, they're so shook right now. They keep taking out after their other goalie went out, Samsonov. Then they the dude clipped him right under the neck. The other guy, Wall.
Oh yeah.
I was like, by the way, great name for a goalie.
Oh come on,
that's good.
Wall?
Not if you lose.
Well, fair. But he hooked him right under his mask.
Like you. That's like you can't give a guy a buckets as a nickname and he don't score.
That's true. That's true. Crazy.
It's Jimmy Buckets because he scores whenever he wants, how he wants.
Yep.
If he didn't do that, it wouldn't be Jimmy Buckets.
I really feel like Jimmy Butler, if he keeps giving it to Josh Hart tonight, this could turn to Drew Holiday level of disrespect because he was starting to feel it in that last game when he hit a couple over him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just warming up. Like I've seen, this is like Shawn Michaels tuning up Sweet Chin Music. Like he's just got a couple of insults. And now he's ready to really go at Josh. Like if he gets Josh Hart again tonight, I think it's going to get really mean. Really mean.
Yeah.
Which I got to say, look, Josh Hart's a nice defender. Maybe they got to start putting somebody a little bit bigger on him.
I thought that he would be guarding Julius Randle, and Randle would be guarding him. But I don't think Randle's quick enough to keep up with him.
No.
So Jimmy will always have a smaller guy on him.
Even with both of them having bad ankles, Julius would be able to stay with Jimmy.
A lot of ankle injuries in this series. I don't like it.
Because they land on each other.
I know. Sucks. Just want to try and get through these things clean. But that Quickly one didn't look good. So that's another blow that they got to deal with. Even though he wasn't playing fantastic, he did kind of keeping him afloat.
No, he didn't. He's lost his shot.
He's been bad in the playoffs.
He hasn't played well since the playoff began. Quentin Grimes hasn't played well. Nobody shot well. But they'll shoot better tonight.
Well, I hope. You know what, buddy? I hope.
Just, no, you don't.
Just so you have a
lose.
spirited
Don't
effort.
Say that. Don't
spirited
say that.
effort.
Don't say that.
Good show, chap. Did you see when Bam? Did it annoy you at all? Let me ask you this.
No.
Annoy you at all when Bam hit that three ball with his left hand?
Just
because I see him. I see him hitting. I'm watching warm-ups. He shoots them. Give me a little three. Give me three. Just one. Just give me one, baby. Just one.
Every time he's made one, it looks so pretty.
I don't understand. Why is he holding this secret? It's a very interesting. But when he hit that with that left hand dead ball, I was like, huh. So he's got that in there. He's got tricks. He's just got tricks. And then how about Jimmy throwing up the double reverse slam on the dead ball? 2 plays I wish counted.
It doesn't matter. They got what they needed to.
Yeah, they did. They did. Really weird game. Long game. Drug out with the fouls. But I think that's the thing that's interesting about it is like they really handled them. Not the cleanest game in the world.
Well, I would say this. Once they got into foul trouble with certain guys, the Heat were full steam ahead, which I appreciate. That's what you do. Put pressure on their defense, as much defense as possible.
Yeah. And getting at and them getting after it like that has been very impressive. Mm-hmm. Very impressive. So tonight they'll try and put a stranglehold on the series. Get this one, you go up 3-1, then you go to that tourist trap on Wednesday. Fantastic.
Tourist trap.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You mean the world's most famous arena?
Yeah, the tourist trap. That's what they call it. Your most famous player, a building. I'm having Ben Stiller tonight on notifications. I just want to see if he's going to freak out again.
Oh, Ben's at the game tonight.
There's got to be a lot. You mentioned the stars. I think tonight will be chock full of stars. The Grand Prix is done.
Right.
So you think they just stay extra night and go to the?
If I see
Stars
Elon,
don't do that.
If I see Elon Musk,
they say, "Hey, you want to stay extra night?" Go to
yeah. What are you gonna say if you see Elon Musk? What would you say to him?
Be like, hey, I'm not paying that $8. Give me my check mark back. You did it for LeBron.
There's a gold check mark too.
Yeah, give me the gold. I'm gonna be like, hey, give me that gold check mark.
Jeff Bezos will put. If Jeff Bezos is there, you can ask for a free prime.
If I see Elon Musk, I say, hey, how about this? You give me that gold check mark. I'll go to the media room right now. I'll get you 2 free Diet Pepsis.
If I see him, I'll be like, thanks for ruining Twitter.
Point for
That's being cheap, man. You're being cheap.
I did it once for my my sister-in-law and her husband.
What?
Oh, you got them 2. You got them 2 free sodas.
Game. Like, you guys want some free Pepsis? I went to the media room, got them 2 cans, brought it right to him. They saved him $6. Expensive soda at the game.
He looked out for them, bro. He looked out for them.
And soda costs more than that.
At the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saved him what, like $9?
Oh, you saved more than that. You saved them like
Each.
$10 to $12 each.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Telling you. How cold are you right now? You seem very like I can't get you.
Time out. Leroy. You're really that cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of it. I could tell.
What's the coldest you ever played? What's the coldest game you ever played in?
-5, -10.
-1.
Here's the deal, though. I'm not running around.
Yeah, but you don't run around when you get. Well, you probably the bench is heated, right?
Yeah, I got a heat warmer. I make a little teepee.
I'm gonna have to go and get you
with
some of
the
those.
blanket.
I'm gonna have to
Just
go
go
on
in a
Amazon.
thermal tomorrow.
Buy those in bulk. The old hand warmers.
No, that doesn't help.
It says on the text line, I'm most happy for Pat Riley. 2 weeks ago, many Heat fans were saying that Pat Riley had let us down this year, failed at his job. Now Riley gets to sit back and smile, watching the guys that he knew could do it. Happy for Riley. We're lucky to have him. Let's go Heat. I felt really happy for Riley the day they made that play in because that dude looked stressed during that play-in game. And the minute that he knew that they were going to win, the relief that washed over him was it was you could just tell it was very like, oh, thank God we're not getting bounced from the playoffs after being one shot from the finals. And then the same thing with Eric Spoelstra when he came to the podium that day, where he's just like, we just want the opportunity. You know, he's doing his Spo thing, but like these look, they're nuts. These guys are insanely competitive. They don't, you know, it would have been embarrassing to go from a shot from the finals to out of the playoffs. And so, you know, you say these things like, suppose like drop us off like Marines with our parachutes, and you're like, people are like, all right, crazy Spo doing crazy things, and now look at him. From parachutes to parachute pants.
Ain't nobody wearing that.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because the Knicks can't touch this.
-1.
Set myself up again.
Why did you do that? Come on, Leroy.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I was thinking, there's nowhere to go from here, right? I'm like,
no, he's been lining all of this up this whole weekend, right?
Yes. No, I know. Like, I'm familiar with his work.
Take a quick break, a little all right on no to close things out after this. All right. Time to get to our favorite Monday game. Little all right. Oh, no. Go around the room. You guys get the deal. My all right. Talked about this a little bit earlier, but I got to give a shout out to my guy, Mike Biamonte, putting an end to that John Hollinger nonsense. Mike, don't let any of these outsiders, any of these, as the great Tony Fiorentino says, these pseudo experts who are rolling into town, enjoying our nice ass weather. Don't let any of them get you down. I know you didn't because, you put John Hollinger in a lockbox. But great job. Great tweet. Tweet by Mike Biamonte is good.
This guy's a ball.
So he gets my all right.
All right.
My oh no.
Oh, no.
Go see UFC this weekend. Very lackluster pay-per-view. Especially the top two cards. I feel bad for my guy, our guy Gilbert Burns.
Yep.
He lost via decision, but he was fighting with one arm. I didn't even feel like Bilal Muhammad did anything. I felt like he just did that same stupid kick the entire time, and it was just like he was so like just fine, just cruising to a decision.
Do we need to take a break from Gilbert?
No. I don't think so. First of all, Gilbert's an insane man. He fought 3 times in 5 months. That's not what fighters usually do.
No, I know.
Hopefully he takes the proper time to recover. I mean, like, look, you fight he's probably made some nice money over fighting this many times already this year. So rest, recover, get yourself in the right spot. He'll probably do something crazy like take on Shavkat Rakhmonov next, and then everybody be like, this guy's a monster. So feel bad for him. And then the main event was just I was having trouble keeping my eyes awake, keeping my eyes open. I was just like, this is such a bleh fight between Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo. So UFC gets my own no. Disappointing. Leroy?
Oh, no.
All right. My all right. I already hit up with I already talked about, Bobrovsky, who was well deserved for my game ball.
Yes.
But my all right is gonna go to these Miami Heat.
All right.
I'm seeing something I haven't seen in a long time, all year, and that is consistently playing the type of basketball that can get you a win. They've done it for I said I hadn't seen it for a week stretch. I've now seen it for this 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yep.
And so they got to get my all right, because before all the playoffs started, after losing that first, playing game, some would say they backed into the playoffs. And, what we're seeing now is the culmination of what everybody thought it was going to be when the season started. So kudos to them. My own no. Dude, look here. I almost got into a situation over getting an arm bar.
Why?
Because I was driving down the Gratney, right? And there was an accident in the left lane. So it's already backed up when you get to the end of the Gratney. So you pulling over now, and it's even more backed up. So we getting over to the right lane, and I'm looking at the accident in front of me. Some guy just armbarred me and decided to move in front of me without even checking to make sure that. So I almost rammed him.
That's rude.
And he honked at me.
Oh, no.
Right. And I'm like, armbar is not the same as lane change, dumbass.
You're almost better off just doing nothing down here. If you even try to insinuate to people, though, that you want to get over, then I'll let you.
But no, he did this. He did the arm bar and just figured I'm just supposed to let him go. And I wasn't really paying attention because I was looking at the accident.
J Fig, what's your all right no for today?
I think people just look for Leroy in the streets and they just want to mess with him at all times.
I'm going to have to tint my windows up.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm going to tint them up.
Well, my all right goes to your one and only headline of the first hour, which is Baby Tadpole's arrival.
Yeah!
All
Yeah.
I just wanted it to be known again because you announced it. And I don't know how private it is, but I'm really proud of them. I'm really happy for them.
How tired he's gonna be when he finally comes back?
He doesn't even know.
He's gonna be so tired.
Nope.
Well, pretty much. But that's what he signed up for, didn't he?
Yep.
I mean, you don't really sign up for it. It just, it occurs.
You kind of sign up for it.
You kind of sign up.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. We all have responsibilities that we didn't necessarily sign up for.
I remember when Kid 2 popped around. I signed up for it too. I just didn't think it was going to happen that quick.
He left his John Hancock, so you know what I'm saying. So he left his ink. He knew what he was signing up for.
What's your no, J-Fig?
I can't get over this whole Jalen Rose comment that he had. It's just unbelievable to me that you're blaming the weather
inside
for indoor
inside.
Can you play Jalen Rose one more time, Vlad, before we get out of here today? Jalen Rose, who is honestly one of my favorite guys who talks hoops. I love when Jalen Rose talks hoops, but I mean, he reached into his bag for this one, and I don't know what the hell.
Was 9. That's been a difference. And also, to you guys' point, Jimmy Butler, the best player for the Miami Heat, got off to a really good start. And Max Strus as well. We talk so much about the nightlife and joke about it in Miami, but also as a role, when you're the road team, you got to pay attention to that weather and that heat because it causes your muscles to have a little it affects the endurance of your muscles and causes tiredness. So if you notice, the Knicks in particular are making shots in the paint, but they're missing shots outside of the paint, in particular from three.
Well, clearly, South Beach is your favorite place.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Especially when they play the sport indoors.
And they're also blaming the nightlife too. Like, aren't you from the city that sleeps?
I feel like the nightlife. I mean, they had an afternoon game.
They had 3 days off, man.
We thought the shooting was bad the last game. I don't know what tonight could be. Tonight could be a wild card.
Asses better been home. I mean, their hotel rooms.
Tonight could be a wild card. I know one thing that'll get Cody Zeller out of your head. Astron. Vlad, what do you got for all right on no, dude?
All right. I'm not even going to talk about my Knicks because the Knicks would be no. But you know what's was the all right though? Tobin and Leroy.
What's that?
And J-Fig. You might have not liked the UFC main event, but I like the post-fight interview.
Oh,
you know what? Let's listen to it.
Jermaine, this is obviously a huge victory for you. Henry is a real legend, a 2-division champion. Now you retain your title, and you will have a chance to defend your title against the man we're about to bring in here right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Bring that sweet sugar.
You better hope you look better than that.
I know you got a whole year. You had a whole year to work in jiu-jitsu. Now Daddy Dana ain't gonna babysit that no more. Daddy Dana ain't gonna babysit that no more. In the big one place, baby.
Get ready to cut weight.
In the big one place.
You better look better than that, man.
Change up your neck.
You better look better than that. You look like you better be able to cut weight real soon.
So why'd you run? Why'd you turn down the title shot? Why'd you turn down the title shot? That's what I thought. Because I'll drag you up and down this octagon. I'll drag you up and down this octagon. Get the out of my cage.
What is going on?
That ending. That made me want to watch the fight now.
So wait.
I want to watch this fight.
So here's the deal. J-Fig.
Hey.
I've only felt this uncomfortable one other time, and Tobin did it to me. When you have both fighters on at the same time.
Yep.
Right? They don't like each other. They try to keep it professional, but somebody says something stupid and they go buck wild. And it's uncomfortable, but like if you enjoy that stuff, it's great. Now, why would they bring?
That's not a UFC thing. Dana usually frowns upon that. I was surprised.
Why did they bring him in the ring?
I don't think that this fight probably did financially that great. Aljamain Sterling is not a very popular champion. He's a good talker. He's very charismatic, but his fights are kind of boring. So I think that with O'Malley, I think they just wanted to like, hey, let's try and really put the kickstart behind O'Malley. But that was, what the best part of it was? So a brouhaha kind of a kerfuffle. I'll call it a kerfuffle. It was like Zeller versus Randle. But so he's wearing this Thriller jacket, like this Sean O'Malley. He's wearing this like red jacket, and he like takes it off when he gets into the cage and just hands it to somebody. Well, the only people in there are Aljamain Sterling's crew. And the other guy who's in there is Merab Dvalishvili, who honestly should be the number one contender and would be, but he's best friends with the champion and he won't fight him. So he just hands the jacket over like this. And so Merab just grabs his jacket and puts it on. Then gets on top of the cage. He's like,
hysterical.
I got his jacket.
Oh my goodness. But wait, what type of person you got to be to think that somebody is waiting on the side of that ring to hold your jacket? Right.
Oh, man.
So that was my all right.
What's your oh no?
Oh no, it's Ben Stiller. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben Stiller. What are you doing? Why are you going after David Pasch?
I love the idea.
He has never done a movie where he's been a tough guy. Dude, now all of a sudden he's talking trash.
Well, he was a tough one. No, Dodgeball, he was a tough guy.
He was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy.
Right. But come on, Ben.
I do love the idea of Ben Stiller just raging. He just can't take Dave.
Was he raging like the way he didn't want to eat the pizza and all that food and Dodgeball? Come on, Ben. We better than this. Knicks fans took an L in Game 3. Not only the game, but after. It was a loss. We got an ass kick. Get over it. Get ready for tonight. Come on, Ben. Jesus Christ, man.
Get ready for tonight. Get ready for tonight, Knicks fans. All right, everybody. We got Hogman and Crowder. They're coming on up. Of course, we got Heat and Knicks Game 4 tonight, as that'll get going tonight. 7:30 from the Kaseya Center. 6:15 is pre-Heat. Solana will get you going, then hand it off to Tommy Tighe, then Jason Jackson, Amy Audibert. They will have your call from the Heat's house. And hopefully we'll all be celebrating tomorrow. Well, not Vlad, but I mean, the rest of us will all be celebrating tomorrow.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. We'll be putting a little death grip on this series.
1 out of 4.
We'll talk to you guys coming up tomorrow.